Welcome in. It is that time. You know what comes next. Let's go. Say goodbye to Remy's place. Looking for my friends on a Saturday. Where's Fantastic Lady, Chip and Journey, Beckerman and Robbie Fatstacks? And they're like, don't you watch MadSpidey'S Outback? Where Lemmy shows up just like that. Live chat here with YouTubers. You better sub, bring a comic cover.
Bow down, bitches. Gobble, gobble, whack, bitches.
My best mate, Lee Simon Sorrow. A Lee meme with some muscle. On here, you better watch your language, or you won't get any of his Vegemite sandwich. Freaky Sid, I come from MadSpidey'S Outback. Talking comics and some smack. Welcome all to MadSpidey'S Outback. You better sub, bring a comic cover, yeah. Yes, welcome to Spidey'S Outback. Thank you so much for joining us. We do have some people waiting in the wings, so why don't we just start like this? Papa Wheelie in the house. We also have Matt from Heroes for Hire Club pretending he's doing his usual shtick with his reading.
I was reading this one, actually.
We do have the man from the Charlotte Hornets country, and we do also have Mr. Jean Malo from the Great White North.
I have a question. Acquiring minds want to know what is next.
What is next? What is next?
No, when you said, and we'll have this next, it's a joke.
Oh, I don't know.
You meant
I'm still out of it.
Spidey, I wanted to ask you, I've been meaning to know, where does the gobble gobble whack bitches come from? Was it like a Thanksgiving pre-stream?
Yeah, I always wanted to know what that one was. So
yeah, that's a bit of a not necessarily a lot. Like, let me get to the chat first, and then I'll do a quick bullet point thing. We do have Mr. Las Crucius in here first. Hope he's doing well, James. Mr. Omnibo, hope you're doing well, mate. Ruby G in the house. Hope you're doing well, brother. Fogsy's on the present. Yes, please hit that like button. That would be greatly appreciated. Matt is on the present. Do have the best mod in the game, Christina. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're feeling better. I know she has been under the weather. I definitely hope you're on the way to recovery. Digger Jim, hope you're doing well, mate. Entry in the comics, Kev. Hope you're doing well, mate. Mad, hope you're doing well, brother. Everybody's saying hello to everybody. Dan's Comic Corner, hope you're doing well, Dan. And Tate, brother, hope you're doing well, mate. Yeah, so it's like I literally basically the story of the gobble gobble thing. It's got a bit of a weird sort of thing. It's whenever I do something or say something stupid on YouTube, usually Mr. Remy Q Studios is usually hiding or lurking in the background, and he always catches me out. Oh, thanks. I appreciate that. That, mate. So it was actually on an Aussieverse stream. So I was a guest on. I don't remember the full context of the actual story, or where it came about. But I do remember. Yeah, I was on Aussieverse, and we were talking about something. As I said, I can't remember the context of the story or the conversation that was going on. And obviously, as most of you guys know, they usually do it about 7:30, 8 o'clock at night during the week. So you guys usually it's like 3, 4 in the morning. So Usually you don't get a lot of Americans on there. Obviously, Remy just happened to have woken up, but I didn't know he was in the chat. And I mentioned something about the chicken hawk from Looney Tunes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what's a chicken hawk? And I, for some reason, I went like gobble gobble or something or other, and Remy had clipped it and then started using it like every week, and obviously a lot of people found out about it. And then he was using the clip all the time on his show. And the gobble gobble whack bitches thing was on, I think it was actually a C3 live stream. I think Whack did. I think it was like the second year. Whack did a like a live stream as part of the C3 weekend, and I just came up with a gobble because I always called him like Whack bitch or Whack daddy or whatever. So I just called him. I just said gobble gobble whack bitches, and of course, yeah, that's another clip that Remy got, and it went around the rounds.
That's
And
awesome. That's great.
so, yeah, very very vague sort of story, but
Were there any alcoholic beverages involved?
no, there was not. No, I haven't been much of a drinker.
It could have happened. I mean,
Yeah, I'm not much of a drinker anymore. I haven't been I've only had maybe one or two around Christmas time, and that's about it now. I'm not really a drinker anymore.
No.
But each to their own. And spoiler alert, I've actually got one on the way already.
Hey, awesome.
But on the flip side of that is I've been doing a little bit of research on the on some of the books and the runs and pricing and stuff like that. Something I did not know, like I did mention I wanted to complete my volume 2 Ghost Rider run, the Danny Ketch run, and complete my volume 2 Punisher run, which was the first ongoing Punisher run. I didn't realize that 2 of the books that out of the 3 that I need for the Danny Ketch Ghost Rider run are apparently ridiculously expensive, even though they're not keys. They are apparently a very, very, very low print issues. I don't know how low a print, but even in the States, you guys are asking like $80, $90 for a 90s non-key issue book. And I'm like, that is ridiculous.
That is stupid.
Yeah.
That's weird.
So I don't know what the hell happened, but yeah, as I said, I was doing research. I'm like, I should be able to find them for like even over here, maybe $10.
Yeah,
and I looked at eBay US. I even looked on my comic shop. My comic shop don't even have them for sale. So they must be a very, very low print run. So
I wonder if Rob has any extras lying around.
I doubt it. Rob's not really much of a Ghost Rider guy. If anybody might, it might be Mark, but I doubt it. But I hope you're doing well. Thanks, mate. Yeah, he's not going to dwell on it too much, but yeah, slight improvements in the last couple of days. So he's still in hospital. I'm still freaking stressed like nothing else. But yeah, slight improvement. So I'm taking the win wherever I can get it. But yeah, thanks, Tate. I appreciate that, brother.
I need to make a video on my goal books. I don't know when. The question, I don't know how many I'm gonna list. I'm probably gonna do like 5 Marvel, 5 DC.
There's missing back cover for $1. Let me know if you want it. Yeah, which volume though, Tate? What is it, like volume 8? Which issues? Let me have a look, Mark. I know one of them should be easy. It's not a low print run, but it's a couple in the 90s. Let me have a squiz.
We're talking Ghost Rider here, right?
Yes.
Yeah, volume 2. So I need issue 65, which is not a low print run. Issue 73. 69. Yes, I said it. 73. I think the low print run ones that I need are 90 and 91. They are the real freaking expensive ones. So yeah,
Wait a minute.
Maybe it might be.
Tate, you gotta be kidding. Tate said it was volume 1. No way.
For $1.
No.
What else? What else is wrong with it?
There gotta be something else. That sounds cheap.
No, Bo, no, I'm not going to be making it.
What's Anadoka?
Anna, the band Anna that Cynation Comics is part of. You know, they've done the comic Anna.
Yeah.
And yeah, they've actually got a documentary movie thing at a cinema tonight. So, or this afternoon, I'm like, no, I can't go. So, what's going on, Jace? Oh, it's coming back down again.
Yeah, man.
20,
I will send
47.
you a pic. What's up, Pops?
Hey, Pops. Guys, man, I appreciate you guys a little bit too.
Tate
Awesome.
said he'll send you a picture. Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, what was I doing? I was gonna do that.
Yeah,
Zoom into that.
I'll probably make a video sometime in the next month of my goal books.
Yes, issue 65, 69, 73, 90, and 91. So it's a couple more. But those 90 ones are extremely low print run, apparently. Nope, I just fucking dropped my phone. Ugh. I'm all thumbs.
Yeah, I actually from Glenn's friend, he got a collection 1 through I don't remember number of X-Men, and he was doing a sale on whatnot. But I talked to him backstage one night, his friend and him, and I said, "Do you have a 171 first appearance of Rogue? Because I have one, but it's in a low grade." He sold me a better copy, probably mid to high grade, for like $15.
Nice.
So I got an upgrade.
Yeah,
This is funny. Black cat and I guess the female tarantula fall through this kid's window in his bedroom, and he's like, "Yes."
Feel better, Christina.
Thank God.
He's
God.
like, ladies.
Ugh.
Hey, look, that's Vogs. I'm just kidding. Joke on myself.
And I won on Only Slabs today.
Yeah.
What do you
You
mean?
sure-
Yeah. I'm allowed to say it.
Yeah, of course
I'm
you are.
messing with you, Sean. I'm messing with you, buddy.
Yeah, like
No, I saw that Batman book.
realistically, John, you should have waited until, because Vogsy always asks, "Oh, who won the giveaways on Only Slabs?" And then you could have said, "I did, motherfucker."
John, yeah, I
Well, you
like
see, I
that
wanted to be
Batman
polite
book.
because I'm Canadian.
John, I liked that Batman book. I really did.
I know. I told you,
Thank you, Christina.
Will, I'll put it in your pile.
I'm trying to think what else was there. Batman, that Iron Man. There was a few.
No, the
others.
Iron Man goes to Chris, so don't even think about it.
Oh no, I don't collect Iron Man.
And I have 2 blind bags.
Ooh.
The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, I don't give a fuck about, so I'm gonna open it,
dude.
but
You
I'm
should
gonna
open
take it out with gloves and everything so that I don't put fingerprints on it. And whoever wants it, I don't care if it's a key issue or it's one of those very expensive books. Whoever wants it, just let me know.
You know what you should do, John? Do it for your next giveaway.
No,
Okay.
not doing any more giveaways.
Okay.
Because if I have to send in the States, you guys could end up paying
Hey, Mike.
freaking duty fees.
He said, "Duty."
Papa said he'll take the TMNT.
Oh, well.
I was going to check because I actually
just send me your
collect.
address there, and I'll see what I can do.
I was going to say I'll check the
Me.
Tales of Suspense book, but I already have that one. So because I'm actually going for the run of Tales of Suspense.
Oh, you want a Tale of Suspense book? Nice, John.
Yeah, that was the Iron Man book, but I already have that issue.
Okay, if he has that one, that's okay. But I wanted to send it to Chris because he looked like he was having a heart attack when he saw it. So
next week we can expect Turtles books from Who Dat.
Oh, I think he'd have a good. There'll be a lot of high grade slabs. I'm predicting because he's got a lot of killer books.
Yeah, he collects turtles and forgot what else he mainly focuses on.
Oh, hey,
And then,
Beckerman. Yeah,
you know who's on after?
Beckerman enjoyed my wrestling commentary, and because
Nice.
I think it was last night, they were at a wrestling match.
You
I
mean
mean,
Old Wolf?
and we couldn't hear anything. The sound was off. So me and Tony, no, actually it was Thursday. Tony, we invented our own names for the wrestlers because we didn't know the name. So one was called Trenchcoat. I think the other was called the Marlboro Man or something because he has shorts that look like a pack of cigarettes. And I mean, it's like we invented our own names, and we'd say we comment on the stupid match because
That's funny.
I mean,
You know who's on after who dat, right? Spidey?
No, I don't know.
E-Man.
Oh, nice. That'll be a lot of
Transformers.
Transformers and probably
Indie
Something is Killing the
books.
Children.
Yeah. And then you're on when?
3 weeks, I think. 3 weeks or
Yeah.
4 weeks, something like that.
How many
like that.
slabs do you actually have?
I think now 24 or 25. I think
But you're gonna all bust them all eventually.
eventually. I've been another 5 books and paid. I think that shipping.
Is it possible that he didn't know what that book was, and then after you got it for $1, he's like, "Oh, I'm not selling that."
Because even without a back cover, that would, even if it's like a 0.5 without a back cover,
That book
it's
is
still like $1,000 plus book.
I know a guy on Whatnot that he bought a pretty big key for it, and nobody bid on it. The guy started real low, and I think it went cheap. I can't remember what book it was now, but the guy canceled his order and blocked him.
You know what?
Yeah.
I've seen Matt when I was in the card community.
Hey, Kenny Bird.
So Matt, when I was in the card community, there's these case hits called Downtowns, and there was a sketchy group called Backyard Breaks, and they pulled one in a break where you buy a team or whatever, and they said, "Oh, I'm sorry, we can't ship this to you. It's too pricey to ship. We'll reimburse you what it's worth." I'm like, dude, send the guy's freaking card. He bought into your break. For gosh sake, spend his own money. Send him his dang card.
Mm. Yeah, you hear a lot of shifty stuff going on. Oh crap!
There's been some stuff I've seen lately. Guys were like bootlegging slabs and like.
Yeah, a lot of shifty business going on.
Shifty.
You see a lot of people that don't know how to be shifty. Though, like they'll be on eBay and they'll be trying to sell a facsimile for the price of the actual book.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we've saying that was a bit of a craze. That was when the what was it? Was that last year or the year before? I think it was like 2 years ago, where they were working out how they could crack open the slabs and reslotting like a facsimile into the slab and then resealing it up or whatever, and then selling like the slab as is. And then so people were, oh, I bought a GSX 1 for like $200 or whatever like that when it was only a facsimile. And yeah,
that sickens me.
Yeah, that's shit.
Yeah, it's like that, and I don't know, there's stuff like that happens on eBay and stuff like that, and whatnot.
Yeah, and that's the thing. You're like, for me personally, regardless of the money, if it's something that I really wanted and I'm getting it at a great price, I'd want the book. I wouldn't give a crap about, oh, we'll automatically give you a refund. And it's like, no, I wanted the book. I don't care about the money. I want the book. But it is what it is. There's good people in the world, and there's complete and utter wankers in the world. So
Wanka. I love that word.
Yeah, it's a bit more of a British thing than an Australian thing.
Yep. When I lived in London, I remember it.
I started using it because I watched the movie Trainspotting all the time.
Yeah, you're right in that. Any kind of British or Welsh or even Scottish, and anything in the British Isles, they will use that word as a derogatory term for somebody. So, but it's a fun one.
Mm-hmm.
You bloody wanker.
You bloody wanker. I remember my British friends used to be like, "Oh my god, he built like a brick shit house."
I think
I say brick shit house.
The name of the movie in the book, Trainspotting, isn't that like another derogatory thing? Like us calling somebody a nerd over here, like call them a train spotter. You go out spotting trains.
I think it was a bit of a double entendre sort of thing, but I think it was more of a drug reference, I think, more than a nerd reference. But I think it did have a couple of meanings. Yeah, but that is Guy Ritchie in a nutshell, though.
Yeah. What's funny about the book, though, Trainspotting, they write it like the Scottish speak. It's not like phonetically written out. You know what I mean? Like they write it in their slang. So it's got a glossary in the back. So you have to go into the glossary and look at it. Like they call like in the if they say we're watch out for those coffin dodgers over there. They're talking about elderly people.
They use a lot of slang, and they use a lot of rhyming slang. Yeah. So it's like what's a good example? Like dead horse is rhyming slang for sauce. Yeah. Stuff like that. So, but no, I always remember a lot of those sort of movies that came out around those sort of mid to late 90s to early 2000s, and I always remember the movie Snatch, and then you had Brad Pitt doing that accent. You could not understand an absolute word he said throughout the whole movie.
You like dogs? Dogs? Yeah, you like dogs.
Yeah, you like that? Yeah, it's always hung like this, and you kind of yeah, it was quite hilarious. I tried to read Trainspotting, no go. Yeah.
Well, I got used to it after a while. It was funny. I got used to it after a while reading it, but I guess they kind of, I don't know. If you've ever been, anybody that's ever been to Kentucky, where I live in Kentucky at least, you hear about, not exactly the same, but, there's some people you cannot understand. And I know some people have trouble understanding me, but there's people that have a thicker accent than me. Oh, I heard Mom yell.
Hopefully she's all right. Whoa. I would assume it'd be like that over in the States, because obviously you'd probably, you'd have a wide diversity, whether whether you've got sort of like maybe state or even town or city sort of slang that somebody from another state or whatever may not necessarily know what it's about.
Yeah, like and people have different, we have a lot of different accents, everywhere you go, like the further south you go, it's kind of different. And further north you go, it's kind of different. Like people in Minnesota and North Dakota talk different than somebody in California.
And you got the French Canadian like me.
Yep.
He's Willy Wonka.
We don't give a fuck about the children. We give them cigarette and.
Yeah, ours is not like, obviously we have a lot of diversity in ethnic cultures. Like we're a very multicultural country. But accent wise is just literally, you'd probably have like Australian, and then you'd have like full Australian, like, they'd say all the stupid slang words, and their accent would be what we call more bogan, than anything else. But I think my southern accent is on point.
He's not bad at it, to be honest with you. He's not bad at it.
Yeah, I can't really
do a pretty good southern accent.
I can't really do accents.
No,
I can do I can do the British a bit, but it's not really.
I ain't bad at it.
I can't do an American accent. It sounds like crap. Yeah, that was horrible.
Don't worry, you don't want to hear my Australian accent.
Yeah, it's bad enough listening to Vogg's attempt.
Like I'm like, well, see, the reason Brad Pitt went with that Irish like gypsy accent was because he was trying to do like a different accent, but he couldn't do it, and so he said, "I'm just going to do this." So it was more exaggerated, but like it would actually work better than if he tried to do it the other way. But like, there's some guys like I'll never forget. Like, I love Keanu Reeves. Don't get me wrong. But he's in Bram Stoker's Dracula, and he's like, "I say, is the castle?"
Oh, that was horrible.
Worst English accent ever.
Oh,
I
there was
think
another.
the
There was another
hardest
case.
to understand is Scottish.
Oh, it can. Scottish and Irish can both be really bad
Irish,
depending on where they're
Scottish,
from.
I mean, they're like, whoa.
And
I
John,
mean,
I think the
sometimes
main
they're,
reason
what the hell are they talking about?
I think one of the main reasons, though, to me, John, is because they talk so fast.
Mm-hmm. That, and I think they trip over their own words.
So what you do in the South is we talk a little slower. So I can go even worse than that, like where I'm from, because ours is more regional than the South. Because you had some of them talk like Gone with the Wind. That's the way I say. But around here, we talk like this. Like, I tell you what, that was a good hunting dog we had. I can get worse if I want to, but I won't do it. I don't really try to talk like that.
But see, I don't have any problems understanding you, Matt, at all, actually.
Yeah, it's funny how, like, you see on reels and shorts and stuff, people are like, oh, I can't understand people with an Australian accent. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I can understand if somebody's spinning off, slang after slang after slang. I can understand that it'd be a bit hard to understand. Like, you can tell the words that they're saying, but you don't know the meaning behind it. But the actual accent, is a fairly easy one as far as I'm.
I don't never really had no trouble like some of the slang, but like, to be honest, with some of the slang words, sometimes I may not know exactly what it means, but I kind of get what you know what I mean, like you mean by it.
Yeah, full Aussie stuff comes out of me all the time. It's just because it's ingrained in you, of course. So,
Hey Matt, do you know what Australians call New Zealanders?
I don't know what.
Kiwis.
Oh, I knew that. I thought you meant there was something else, like something derogatory or something.
Oh.
Yeah, sheep fuckers.
Yeah, basically.
But yeah, Kiwis, because their national bird or their national animal is a Kiwi bird, and it's indigenous only to New Zealand.
Well, I knew they were called kiwi. I knew that they called kiwi.
Kiwi. I thought kiwi was some kind of a fruit.
It is.
It is a fruit as well.
It is fruit.
Okay, well.
But it's not
John,
indigenous.
What's your national bird?
Okay.
I'm not John. Spidey, what's your national bird?
I don't think we really have a national bird as such. Like, obviously we have a lot of animals that are indigenous only to Australia. So it's very, like, obviously the echidna and the platypus are very unique to Australia and nowhere else in the world, obviously, unless they've been imported to a zoo or whatever. They're on coins and banknotes and stuff like that. And obviously kangaroos as well, but like a lot of zoos and wildlife parks throughout the world all have kangaroos, but they're obviously
peacocks.
Yeah, we have peacocks.
We have a national bird. It's called the Loowee bird.
That can't be real.
No. I mean, he flies over the water, and when his balls touch the water, he goes, woo, woo.
In Jean's country of Janistan, the national animal is Pepe Le Pew.
Of course, we have the bald eagle, but
yeah,
originally Benjamin Franklin, one of our family fathers, wanted the national bird to be a turkey.
Yes, go turkeys, bro. Gobble gobble, whack bitches.
Yeah, we have the wedge tail eagle, which I think is actually, I'm not 100% sure on this, but I think it's actually slightly bigger than the American bald eagle, only just slightly, I think.
Hey, Jean, you need to look out for those drop bears.
Yeah, probably a good call. Yeah, because emus are
kidding.
indigenous to Australia as
I
well.
was
So,
joking. Drop bears don't exist
that you know of.
that I know of.
No, we got black bears here, and we got deer. We got all
Well,
sorts.
your national isn't your national animal the beaver? And I'm not being a
Yeah.
derogatory, but
Yeah, the beaver.
I don't know if it's
Domestic
true,
beaver?
Spidey, but I looked it up one day. It said the national animal of Scotland's a unicorn. I said, okay, who's on drugs using Google?
no, it's Loch Ness.
It
Yeah,
is. It's
Nessie, man.
Nessie.
Nancy, get it right.
Yeah,
Nessie.
Nessie.
Nessie. What up, Papa?
Oh, you talk about the cassowary. Yeah, I've shown that a few times.
Oh, yeah, I've heard that thing's creepy.
I'll be right back, guys.
Yeah, it's literally like a dinosaur bird, but it's extremely territorial. And could easily kill you, but
Doesn't it have a horn on its head or something?
yeah, it literally has like a. It's more like, yeah, it's like bone cartilage sort of thing, but
Yeah, I've seen pictures of them. They're creepy and they make creepy noises.
can't hear Chris from here. Yeah, but they're very territorial. So like, yeah, but they're more sort of north in the northern suburbs.
Yeah,
I can hear Chris from here. I get you now.
I heard cassowaries are not to be messed with.
No.
Same with kangaroos, of course, and
More they'll tear you a new asshole more than anything else, Tate, because they do have ginormous claws, but yeah, they're not something that you see very often in wildlife parks or zoos, or anything. Like you can probably see them in a zoo, but obviously in their own enclosures. But yeah, not something, because we have a lot of wildlife parks where you can just sort of walk into the park and then there's be just like kangaroos and koalas and wombats and all that sort of stuff just roaming freely, and you can just go up and feed them and things like that.
you can feed kangaroos.
Yeah. I wouldn't do it in the wild. I wouldn't do it in the wild, but yeah, domesticated like in sanctuaries and zoos and stuff, you can.
Yeah.
Mm.
What is really cool looking? If you say cassowaries,
the cassowary. Yeah.
No, they scare me, dude.
Oh, they're scary looking, but they're cool looking too.
They're like,
literally
hey,
like
bro.
let me rip you a new asshole. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
But you know, it is what it is.
Papa would just go, here's my defense. Fuck you. Right, Papa? Yeah, you'd kill. You just be like, you.
Yeah, kangaroos, wombats, wallabies, a lot of the because it's the old deer and headlights sort of thing. Like the amount of times you're like, when Beck and I used to drive interstate to go to conventions or, just for a holiday or whatever like that, you quite often see them on the, dead on the side of the road, which
really
always, yeah, easily, because they'll literally just jump out in front of you. They're not like a deer in headlights where they sort of just stop and stare at you. They will literally just, they want to get to the other side of the road, so they'll just jump right in front of you, and then obviously collision
Spidey,
happens.
I thought they would be like strong where you hit one and it doesn't hurt them or anything.
Oh no, like if you're driving along a highway at 100 kilometers an hour, which I don't know what it is in miles, but I know it's pretty fast. Top warlord. Then yeah, like the kangaroo will come off second best. So
are they smart creatures or no?
Oh, generally smart. Malaysia, I heard the roadkill is massive monkey.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could imagine that. I suppose with you guys, most of your sort of roadkill would probably be what, like raccoons and
Yep.
possums and
Yep.
I suppose the deer, I suppose, is probably another one.
Yep.
Squirrels.
Squirrels. Yep.
Squirrels, cats here. A lot of
I-
cats, a lot of squirrels.
Mm,
I see a lot of raccoons. I see a lot of creatures like that.
yeah.
Yeah. Deer. Yeah.
Chipmunks you don't really see because after they're roadkill, they're pretty much squashed. So you really don't
Well,
see
they're
them.
tiny also.
I
Yeah.
suppose it depends on the area that you're in too, because obviously if you're probably more in like, Papa's area, if it's more sort of, desert and dry area and stuff, it's probably more like, probably snakes and lizards and,
Turtles.
stuff that's sort of, I wouldn't say turtles, but probably
Not
scorpions, any of that sort of stuff that more thrives in that sort of environment.
Yeah.
But,
Hey,
Interesting.
Warlord.
No.
James.
Raccoon, deer, possum, birds, cats, dogs. Armadillos, yeah.
Really, I've never ran into an armadillo.
Yeah, it'd be very regional based.
Yeah.
But anyway. Yeah, I was gonna say I'm not fond of, the death of animals sort of thing, so
Yeah.
probably not that thing.
Sure.
Speaking of the person going to be appearing on Only Slabs next week, what's going on? Who dat?
Who dat?
Skunks are the worst.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Vogsy was predicting you were going to be bringing a lot of Turtles books to that. I was just saying, I think he's going to be bringing a lot of high grade bangers. Is what I would think you'd be bringing.
I think both.
Call me old fashioned, but I believe there is one true God, and he lives in the river behind my house and demands I buy X-Men comics.
Oh, AR.
I thought you would have gone with Star Trek comics AR, but
No, I did too.
but
Hi, Rob.
is he in the van?
Maybe. Oh, down by the river. I get it.
Shut up! You're so full of shit. I don't have any good books.
I don't either.
Like I personally say I have a modest collection, but I'm happy with what I have. Obviously, I always want more, and I want bigger books and whatever. But yeah, you've got some big boy books, that's for sure.
Hey, John.
Wait, am I your dirty aggro?
What's an aggro?
I do know there is a. I don't think anybody would know the reference though. I don't know about the dirty part, but there is a like you have quite often. I don't know about over in the States. I'm assuming it would be fairly similar.
Deity.
Deity aggro.
Deity.
Oh, it's a god. Deity.
Deity.
Damn it! Spell check ruined my joke. I love when you put on friends. Shit, it's just like realize Kanga and Room was kangaroo. No, I was going to say because like when I was a lot younger, we had a like a children's program that had like a female host, and there was a puppet that was the co-host of the show, and his name was Aggro. And I thought, there's no way in hell any American would really know Aggro, and that's why I thought he was going there. But
you know what my favorite show as a kid, speaking of like animals, like everyone talks about Steve Irwin and stuff, but man, Zaboomafoo was my spiel. Spidey, I don't know if you've heard of Zaboomafoo, have you?
No.
It was a lemur.
Yeah, keys sure. Yeah, you're so full of shit. Minor keys. And that Beavis name. Oh god. Yeah, minor keys, my ass. Yeah, I'll be on in a couple of weeks. Who that? And you know me, I'm not a slab guy, so it's going to be a bit of a a shock to some people's systems, but probably the thumbnail's out anyway, so people know that I'm going on. So, but yeah, I won't be showing anything. Mine's just some random books and some cool books and some few different slab companies, and that'll pretty much be it.
You won't be real cheeky. Just every time you show one, crack it open.
Yeah, well, that's what everybody's predicting, but I promise Rob I wouldn't. And besides, that's depriving me of future content. So no, not doing a live cracking. Won't be doing a live cracking. Wait, I have to show slabs.
Instead, we have a problem.
X-Men Marathon showing the kids, and tonight as days for you. Oh, nice. Yeah, I actually realized that myself, AR, that like last year when I was doing my wrap up, like what I achieved in the year, I ended up going back and like picking all the great books that I thought, that I achieved. So I'd forgotten half of the books that I'd bought last year. And it was very heavily X-Men based, actually. I was very surprised. Not that's a bad thing. It's just the way it happened to work out. Showed them two old men playing chess in the Doomsday trailer, and they didn't immediately start crying. And I'm like, okay, I guess I got to get up to speed. Yeah.
I hope he doesn't go all the way up to Logan, because then he might have a problem with them crying, because Logan is a little bit violent for kids. So,
well, it is R-rated, so
yeah.
I don't really see the full R rating though. It's like, yeah, okay, it's violent and it's very sort of sad and
you
whatever.
See blood, but you don't really see guts. So
nah, yeah, I don't know why they got an R rating.
Kind of like,
I would love to see a truly R-rated Wolverine movie.
I love in X-Men First Class where it's like Eric Lacheur, Charles Xavier, go fuck yourself. Wolverine just sitting at the bar.
I saw a video last night where somebody took Hugh Jackman out of the X-Men movies and put Danny DeVito in his place.
It's so bad, but it's so funny.
It's hilarious though. I thought it was. I mean, I have a weird sense of humor.
Yeah, and it's funny you say that, AR, because I know a lot of people absolutely hated on like the first one.
Yeah,
and I can understand with the Deadpool crappy thing at the end and all that stuff, but I still enjoyed the movie for what it was. But I really love the Japanese story of the Wolverine. Obviously, very, very loosely based on what actually happened in the comics. But I actually really enjoyed that one.
I like Deadpool Wolverine.
Yeah, they didn't.
Oh yeah, that one was good. It was funny. It was funny.
They didn't lean all into the miniseries by Claremont and Miller, but like there's definitely stuff from that movie that they got from that series, that miniseries.
Yeah, and that's what I mean by very, very loosely sort of based, which is and what I've coined that phrase Hollywoodization. That they'll take the base premise, but then they've got to we've got to make it appeal to the masses instead of just the comic book nerds and things like that, which I understand. But from being a comic book nerd or a purist, you sort of go, that's wrong. Yeah. That's they should have been this and they should have been this. But after a while, you sort of get over it and you just sort of like it for what it is.
A lot of people don't understand that they have to fit the story into a 2-hour time period.
There's one thing
you've got to make it so that everybody's satisfied.
The one thing they also
the fans and the non-fans. So
they also took a little bit from Wolverine Origins though, where that part where he's in World War II as a POW. It kind of felt like they kind of took that from. But the other thing is about the Wolverine movie. The only thing I didn't like about the Wolverine, it's my favorite Wolverine movie, but was where they poisoned him and so we didn't really get. I feel like we didn't have to move. You didn't get to see him. Wolverine do what Wolverine does until the end of it. You know what I mean? He's like because he lost his healing factor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I know he lost it, but I don't know. But at one point, was like, yeah, I'd like to see him. Although I felt like Deadpool Wolverine, we kind of got to see him almost go in berserker mode. I'd like to see that though, just full berserker mode.
Mm. Yeah, it's like with Deadpool and Wolverine, where he's using the portal to check out all the Wolverines and stuff like that. And I actually thought the Age of Apocalypse one was pretty savage.
Oh, the one where he's on the cross.
No. That's
the
from,
one in the alleyway. In the
yeah,
alleyway,
and he's got one hand cut off.
Yeah, that one's pretty
The
cool.
one I really liked was the short one in the bar.
Oh,
That was nuts.
Well, the one where he's crucified
Because he is I think he's supposed to be 5'2" or 5'3" or something like that.
5'3". Yeah,
he's at 5'3".
I like
the one where he's nailed to the X wheel. I think that's the Brood or something. Is that the Brood or something?
Yeah.
Brood Witch or whatever they call her.
You know what I like?
Yeah, I'm just trying to remember actually.
I like the one where it's he's fighting the Hulk.
Yeah, that was pretty
cool.
cool.
You big dumb idiot. Oh,
where is it?
The one cool part about Wolverine Origins, though, was they showed him and Victor Creed fighting in all the wars. I thought that was pretty cool.
Is Wolverine Origins? I forget the one where comes out of the water.
Yeah, out of the where they got it. They put the adamantium. They grafted it to his bones. Yeah. It would have been cool though if they'd leaned more into the Weapon X, like Barry Windsor Smith kind of part of it. But, I mean, they did a lot of it, but yeah, I like if they'd done more of it, like him and Sabretooth fighting in like the Civil War and World War I. It'd probably been a better movie though.
I one of my favorite Wolverine scenes is where it's Kelsey Grammer as a Beast, and he's like, "You must be the Wolverine." Where they first get introduced.
I like where he gets introduced in that, like the first X-Men movie. I remember how happy I was though when they showed him in that cage fighting that dude, and he basically goes, "The winner is the Wolverine." I'm like, "Oh hell yeah!"
Wait, which one's the one where he meets Beast?
Hey guys,
a bunch of people of like he meets Young Beast in Days of Future Past. Is that the one you're talking about?
No, the one where it's Kelsey Grammer Beast.
Well, that would be X-Men Part 1.
Yeah, where he's like Hank McCoy or whatever. This is Hank McCoy. I know who you are. You are Wolverine.
That's the last stand. That's it. That's episode 3. That's the third one.
Yeah, Kelsey Grammer was a
The
great
last stand.
A great beast.
Yeah,
Kelsey Grammer was a great beast. I thought he was perfect in that role. I mean,
what's up, Carlito?
Papa, you ready? I got something to show you. I don't know if you've seen this before. But I know you will be excited for this one.
Oh,
Steve Austin.
Did you meet him in person?
It's a photo.
It's a photo, but it's the real deal. That's really his signature.
Bob, yeah.
It was back in 2002. You know what I paid for it?
$5.
Nothing.
0. I paid. That's just exactly the amount of love I get from Papa. Yeah, cool. It was at a I'm trying to remember which convention was it. It was before New York Comic Con. So there was a local convention in New York. I think it was in the Garden. Because Madison Square Garden actually has a little section where you do where they were able to do conventions. They don't do them anymore there. But Austin was there. Believe it or not, he didn't have a line. That's the crazy part. No line. It just, you went up to him, you talked to him, and you got a photo. So there you have it. Nice. So I just wanted
You can't blame Papa for trying though.
I know he tries a lot. He tries a lot, but I just wanted to show it to him. Yeah. Those were
I was
the days.
getting the clip ready, but it's still sort of pop culture-ish.
Got another slab this week.
Yeah.
Forgot to show you. I got it for like $55 on my comic shop.
Oh, Snake Eyes. Cool.
Snake Eyes.
It's signed by Larry Hama.
Awesome.
Who dat?
Yeah, that guy.
What up, who dat?
Very much an homage.
Got
Peace.
to meet that dude in person.
Yeah.
Who dat?
Well, it tells you the origin of how he got disfigured. Easy. And this one, how he got disfigured, and killed his family in the drunk driving accident.
How was NolaCon? He must have had fun.
Same like every year. It's always amazing.
Dude, yeah, you got to meet the turtles.
There are a lot more comic dealers this year, though.
Dude, you got to meet the turtles, which is awesome.
Yeah, that was actually really cool. I'm not gonna lie. That was cool. That's my childhood right there. That was cool.
Oh,
What, like the voice actors or
Live action turtles and Shredder and April O'Neil.
the originals or the re-release ones?
Original 19 whatever year, 80 something. 1990.
Buddha,
I should say.
have you seen the Jenny Frison cover where it's April O'Neil with the Pink Ranger bow?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a good one. I'm thinking about getting that signed this year.
Yeah, so I just I'm hearing new information, so I have to show slabs on this show next week. God.
Yeah, I know, right?
Isn't that all you own though?
All I have is minor key raw books. I don't have no
Here we go. He's got to be like pulling out all this stuff that I have to pay like ridiculous amounts of money for.
minor keys. This is not even an American version. It's not that bad. I don't have nothing.
Hey, Spidey, I wonder if Izzy would know why those
Bruce
Ghost
Lee.
Riders. I wonder if Izzy would know why those Ghost Riders are pricey.
I still need a first Doc Samson actually.
Say that again. I don't understand the question. Oh, that's
First
a nice
humans.
one. First in human.
There's some Ghost Riders in the 90s that are pricey from the Danny Ketchum.
It's the last issues.
Yeah,
I'm giving this away on my channel.
Yeah.
just send it to me. That'll do.
The last issues are lower print run.
Yeah, I didn't realize because I need 90 and 91, and I was looking like my comic shop doesn't even have copies for sale. Anybody who's got them on eBay, even in the US, are trying to get like $80 to $100 for them, and I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with this thing? It's a 90s book, it shouldn't be. It's not non-key issues. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, that's the reason. They're the whole reason is that they're just lower print run. There's nothing besides that. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, and I'm like, I don't really want to be paying, $80, $90 US for a non-key 90s book.
Yeah,
but looks like I'm going to have to. It's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, especially the last issue. The last issue is like the one that's really the most.
I was lucky. I have the last issue because a lot of people think the last issue is 93, which it's not. It's 94.
Yeah. Well, that's how it is. It's like, and what's even more crazy is if you get the newsstand edition. That's where
so I don't care about that shit.
That's where newsstand actually matters. Because remember, the newsstand edition started to die out in the 90s. So by the time we got to the late 90s, even to the early 2000s, the newsstands did exist, but there were very few. Like even the newsstands were getting direct market copies. So the fact that they weren't making as many made them more rare. And of course, if they were sold in and usually it was like in a bookstore rather than a newsstand, like a Barnes and Nobles or Borders or something like that. That's what it ended up being. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's going to suck trying to get those issues now.
It's hard. They're hard to come across.
Yeah, there's even as I said, even on eBay, they're going for ridiculous prices, and then there's not many of them.
My best suggestion is find them in the wild because people don't know that. You know what I mean? So like eBay always they know what's going on. But if you look at those in the wild, you might actually find them in the wild.
Yeah, if I can. But that's the problem, like there's not much back issues here anymore. Like not saying that there always has been a great massive selection, but I don't think I'm going to get lucky, to be perfectly honest. I'm going to have to search online for them or something, but
never know. You might get lucky.
So you said, Simon, that you were a ghostwriter guy?
Yeah, among other things.
The third down and bought.
Sorry.
Is that a more recent?
Yeah. It's what they call it? Ghostwriter number 16, Hellfire Gala variant cover.
Oh yeah, when they were doing all those. Some of those are really cool, actually. That's cool.
Oh, and I got these.
Exactly, Papa. Exactly.
Damn.
I needed my Space Ghost fix, so.
The bills are they're in overtime. I bet
issue 6.
comic bit's sweating right now.
Yep.
And issue 7.
That was a nice one.
Nice.
They're all Matina covers because I'm picking up the A covers. And I don't know if I showed this, but I got this for my birthday.
Nice.
That's cool.
And I'm past
female, is that female
number 13. Now I'm 14, so I only have 6 to get before I can get on Rob's show. And show
Everybody's
crap.
trying to get on Rob's show. Everybody's trying.
Yeah, but I want to show shit that nobody's seen.
Whether it's everything I show, everybody's all seen.
Well,
You see, me is.
I think it's more the novelty of the non-slab guy being on a slab show. I think is probably the main draw card for that.
Well, you're not going to see any. You're going to see like maybe 2 9/8 on my appearance.
Yeah,
I got a few.
Carlito's a Deathstroke guy.
Yep.
Today's show was fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he showed some cool books.
Yeah.
I hope everybody.
And I won, which was even more fun because I won.
I hope everybody's might as well get used to seeing a lot of Wolverine, X-Men, and Captain America.
Well, thank
And
you,
J.I. Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need like 10, maybe 11 more slabs till I can probably throw my hat.
All TMNT next week. All TMNT.
All
I knew
TMNT.
it.
Come on, mix it up a bit.
If you do all TMNT, that should be really good then, especially if they're really, really good.
Yeah,
old
Eastman
TMNT.
or yeah.
I don't. Half of them would be good. Half would be bad.
All modern TMNT.
This is like issue 47.
It'll be like, this is from the latest run. I'm just kidding.
Who that? You coming back to Heroes this year?
I got this blind bag.
Nope. Okay.
No. I should just let go down, let the chat pick a box and just pull out of the box.
How's Boston doing? I haven't talked to him lately.
I don't know. Boston lives in Boston. It's cold. It's cold up that thing.
Cold as hell over there, yeah.
Yeah, it's cold over here.
I had talked to him.
I'm in Canada, and right now it's -6, so that's what in Fahrenheit. That's
Yeah, Chris had to drive home in the snow the other day and saying it was crazy.
7 or 8 Fahrenheit or something like that. So.
Chris shut down.
Chris sent me some reel about an Aussie guy, say being over in Canada is like, us complaining about like our weather that we have 4 seasons in one day and our heat is ridiculous and all that sort of stuff. Trying to be in Canada with the extreme cold, and he's going, I'm like, I would still rather be in extreme cold than an extreme heat. I absolutely hate the heat.
Yeah, that is a hard one. I
If
I
you
don't
want
like
extreme
either
cold, Simon, move to Winnipeg.
No, I wouldn't
I
advise
don't like
that.
either or, but
I think that's the worst freaking city in Canada.
Damn.
Winnipeg.
Yeah. I think
Okay.
it's probably winter there 365 days a year. So,
But you got a
Is
lot of
it-
great wrestlers that came out of Winnipeg.
Is it 30 days of night?
No, it's not like that. It's not that bad.
well, there are no vampires. So.
We got him down here. We got him in Louisiana. He just come down.
No.
That's what Anne Rice wrote her interview with the vampire. Just come down.
Thanks,
Well,
Pop.
at least I think there are no vampires. I don't know. I can't confirm because I haven't been there. So
I could neither confirm nor deny.
there you go. So I mean,
We got pirates. So we did have pirates. We did have pirates.
You took care of them?
No, I didn't take care of them. The U.S. government did.
There you go.
See what I like about this show, everybody has something to add.
Izzy,
Yes, sir.
what have you worked on recently, sketch-wise?
Sketching wise, not much.
Yeah.
I've been practicing more than anything, and I've been working like a dog. And I was sick the other day, so
Oh, not fun.
I was not feeling well during this week. So
Well, at least you weren't looking for parking.
no, I was.
You were?
Yeah, but
okay.
not now. But street cleaning does exist, and then no matter how bad you are, you still got to move the car.
Yep.
It doesn't matter. You got to move the car. Like in my case, you got to move the car on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and Friday. The only thing you don't have to move is Wednesday, and the weekends, of course.
No, you're the one who wants to live in a big city.
Dude, the city here is awesome, and most people that live in the city don't want to leave.
Yeah, I'm actually going to New York.
If I live there, I'd be fine. All I have is a mobility scooter, so I could park it on the side.
I'm going to.
And that's if they don't take it.
Yeah, I'm going to.
Don't worry, I'll chain it up.
Oh, they know how to. They know how to
They
break
know how
that.
to break chains.
That's okay.
John.
That's nothing.
I'm actually going to New York in May.
In
for a
May?
wedding.
Oh, great, because I'm not going to be here.
Yeah.
There we
Now,
go.
now. Nice.
That's mean. Funny, but mean.
I can't help myself. I love it. I love
Hey,
it.
you have a lot of family in New York, don't you, Vogsy?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yep.
Well, actually, that actually may be true because my May's my anniversary month, so we usually do something in there on my anniversary.
Nice.
So I might not be here. So I'm just prepared right now as we're talking. I'm just preparing for Tuesday's show. So.
Nice. Where is Cliffy? Speaking of,
You know him. He's probably doing some other stream somewhere.
He's in his Fortress of Solitude meditating.
He did that. Say that is not him.
No.
Just getting ready for the casting call. You know what I'm saying?
I'm about to say solitude. Man, I met Cliff one time in Heroes Con. I know he's not nothing solid or silence. He's like, ah! I was like, what the hell is that?
You're like, oh fuck! It's
And then I saw him, and I was like, Jesus, you're big. I was like, I thought I was a nice height, but you're taller than me.
Is he
I was
big
just making reference to
physically?
being a Superman
He's
fan.
also big tonally.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Yeah, Cliffy is definitely the life of the party, that's for sure.
try spending the night with him.
Oh god.
And apparently his hugs are awesome.
I'll leave that one alone.
He saw me look up on me. That's why he was like, well.
Yeah, Cliffy's a big boy, but we love him.
Say his name, and I guarantee he'll pop up somewhere.
Cliff.
Say
Beetlejuice,
his
Beetlejuice.
name,
I'm not-
and he'll appear.
I'm not really impressed with Paramount Plus so far. It works
Why?
half the time. The program on my TV it crashes out all the time. I was trying to catch the end of this game, and it wouldn't show up, wouldn't play it, so I gave up.
I'll let you know what
I'm
happens.
canceling Paramount.
I'll let you know what
Ridiculous.
happens. I'm watching it right now.
It worked. yesterday.
Overtime is different than it was.
Yeah,
Like it
both teams get the
is
ball.
like I think both teams get but playoffs is a lot different. Both teams get the ball, but it's weird how it happens.
Yeah,
I
think-
forgot.
Yeah, I think
I don't know shit about football, but
John.
I noticed that both teams get the football during.
Well, I was
Overtime.
going to say
Okay.
something. I was going to say if both don't score, the next score wins, whether it's a field goal or a touchdown.
Yeah.
But guess what? If it's especially during the playoffs, only during the playoffs. If it like overtime goes all the way through and nobody scores, they keep playing.
Yep.
Somebody has to win. It's the playoffs.
Yep.
It's no tie.
Let's not talk about sports because I know what Spidey's going to do if he continues.
What are you talking
Why
about?
do we care so much about sports? Good question.
So,
There we go.
The Bears. The Bears.
Are we going to talk about something else?
Yeah, let's talk about
How about the NBA? Let's kidding.
Yeah, way to go, Matt. Hey, there we
Way to
go.
go.
That's funny.
No, I don't
Why-
want NBA talk. 'Cause
Why
I'm
not
the
talk
basketball.
about the NHL while we're at it?
Do you
Hey?
even YouTube, bro?
All the
NBA
time.
talk's not good until playoffs.
Yep.
And besides, my basketball team never does any well. So anyway, so
Yep. Welcome to the
What
club.
is your
Hey,
basketball
Spidey,
team?
welcome.
Charlotte Hornets.
Yep.
Interesting choice.
Goal.
I thought
I wanted
it was like 4 teams. I was guessing. It's like Charlotte, New Orleans, the Brooklyn Nets, or another sad team. I was like one of those.
Well, and I've mentioned it before, like in the 90s or in the early 90s when I fully got into basketball, we got like a game at like midnight, on like sort of crappy TV, like free to air TV, and they'd only ever play either Bulls, Lakers, Boston, or New York, pretty much, and that was pretty much so everybody over here was like went for those 4 teams. And I'm like, I'm not going with the crowd. I'll pick my own freaking team. And I want something that nobody else follows. So I picked Charlotte Hornets because I like the teal and I like the logo and whatever. And ever since, I think it was like 89 or 90 is when I started. And I've stayed with them ever since.
I think I'm going to get Spidey eventually a Hornet shirt from Charlotte.
I got when I was in high school, it seemed like everybody had the Charlotte Hornets starter jacket. I think it was issued to
It was
everybody.
popular. Yep.
I actually had one of those. I was very surprised they even brought them out to Australia, but there was one shop in like the whole state, right in the city. They were the ones that imported all the the jerseys and all that sort of stuff, and that was the only way I could actually get one. And I think it cost me like $100 Australian back then, and that was in the like early 90s. And that was a lot of money to a kid when his folks weren't making much money. So,
Yeah.
but what's going on, Sledge?
Fletch.
Wahoo's?
Oh, University of Virginia.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
No.
What's going on, Brad? Yeah, I was like, oh, is that a nickname for the Washington Generals? I think it is. Is it Washington Generals? No, Washington something.
Commanders.
Commanders. Thank you. I couldn't think of the name.
So,
Like the Cleveland Guardians.
Spidey, do we have any statues coming out soon? Reviews? I love it.
No, I haven't done like the content that I've been able to do. I've sort of been sitting on for a little while. Obviously focusing on other stuff, but yeah, I'll do something soon. They have released though, because we talked about this last week. Yeah, that statue, the new Jubilee statue, that's huge.
Are you getting it, Izzy?
Oh
I
no,
don't got that kind of money.
yeah, it's like I think it was like $800 or $900 US or something, or $1,000 US, because I know it's about 1,600 Australian. So, but it's what was it? It was 18.5 inches high by I think 16.5 wide, and then 13 and a bit deep. So it's freaking huge.
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 But it's good to see a Jubilee statue though, because it's not a character that they do very often.
You remember how long it took them to do a Funko Pop?
Oh yeah, a long time.
Now there's 3. So
Well, I can say one thing about that statue. I don't know much about statues, but I know when something's not very popular character, it's probably going to rise in price. Probably rise in price. So
it wasn't. It had nothing to do with popularity. In fact, she was popular enough for them. The problem wasn't that. The problem was the Fox deal. So the minute the Fox deal was done, they got the Jubilee statues up and running. So that's really what it was.
Because obviously there's been figures and stuff in the past, but yeah, not actual. I think there's been 1 or 2 odd, like actual statues in the past. Like I think there was like one in the late 90s, if I remember. I think it was done by who? Might have been Claiborne or something like that. I can't remember who it was. I think Marvel Select might have, Diamond Select might have done one. But there hasn't been much at all. Like Spider-Man, Iron Man, Batman, Superman, like all those sort of characters. There's a freaking million of them. But if you like a lower key character that's not as popular, it's not much.
Why do you want me to annoy Simon?
No, you want to see me get annoyed.
Okay, let's
see. He's gonna show something, either wrestling or boobs. Probably wrestling, because I won't get annoyed at boobs.
He did say wrestling. Oh, that's a good book, though.
That's cool. Yeah, I can see the Spider-Man, and then I can see the wrestling.
There's
I'm happy he used the right finger, not the middle finger, to point that out. Thank you.
There you
go. Correction achieved.
That's why you're going to lose this week.
That's very cool, actually, though. For toys, the more obscure the character, the harder to be, getting more expensive down the road. Yeah, exactly.
So Papa, pretty soon, I'm going to show you a T-shirt I got. I think you're going to like it a lot.
And the other thing is, generally, the edition run will be a lot smaller because it won't be as a popular character as well. Because I know with all my Bowen design stuff, a lot of the more obscure characters and deep dives they did, they're always way smaller edition sizes. Yeah, you got something else, Papa?
Ooh.
Oh, John Jay.
John Jay too.
You sending that to me, Papa?
Yeah, I was waiting.
Yeah. You know, if y'all know Papa, that's a yes.
That's number one. That's the number one. You're number one, my friend.
I'd hate to see what he does for a no.
That's why I'm gonna show all Thundercats on the show next week. All the ones you don't have, all slam.
Now, if you really want to annoy him, if you've got that, I don't know what number it is he or somebody will be able to tell me that the wanted poster Catwoman cover.
Did you have that yet?
One. Oh, the Adam Hughes, yeah, he still hasn't got that.
The one I keep showing off that to Papa, he's like,
yeah.
Man, if I knew that, I would have bought it for the show next week. Just
I have mine is signed by Adam Hughes. So let's see here.
I ain't gonna lie, I just saw somebody selling that book, and I was like, the Papa probably already has it.
Yeah, no, that's he's one of that. Probably he's been talking about that at least for 12 to 18 months at least, trying to get that book.
Bills just lost. I figured that because they didn't score when they had the ball first.
Yeah.
Somebody go do a welfare check on Chris.
Chris must be pissed off right now.
I mean, you gotta give them credit. They actually came back in the last like few seconds to tie the game. So they actually should have lost in like regular, but they came back and got down the field far enough to kick a field goal to tie it.
I actually sent a comic to Pop a few months ago. Who dat? And it was the Green Lantern, and he's holding his fist. And from the ring, it's like the middle finger where it's coming from. And I'm like, okay, this is going to Papa.
Oh boy. What's this one?
Ooh, hey Matt, you know what Papa would like is Surger's FU Harley.
Oh yeah. I don't know if he's got any left.
No, he's got another one to show.
I don't know where mine's at. I'd show it to him.
That's a
Roscoe
original.
That's
Roscoe
cool.
original.
Yep.
That is
I
cool.
bought a Roscoe original last year. It was the Something's Killing the Children, but it's Helga as Erica Slaughter.
Well, I'm gonna check out. Wanted to stop by. Check out the show next week. Only Slabs, where you see minor keys from me. It's the day before my birthday, so it should be fun.
Hey.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I won't have any birthday gifts.
My birthday is on the 26th, so.
Oh, there you go. That's
January. Be a lot older than you, my friend.
Hey! All right, you're seasoned. You're well seasoned. I'm just a little seasoned. Well seasoned. So you're not over seasoned. You're well seasoned.
I'm salted.
What is
I'm
it?
salted. That's what I am.
I was going to say well done, but yeah.
I ain't gonna say well done because well done is that means
I'm more like a boot sole, so I'm probably overdone.
But I appreciate it, Spidey, for sending me the link. Y'all have a great rest of the day. Good luck to the Canadians they're playing. Good luck to them. All that, everybody's team, all that stuff. Collect great books. All right, watch the show next week. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I don't know what I'm gonna show, so it's even funner.
Oh, that's good.
See you.
Take it easy, brother. Okay.
So Simon, did you vote yet? Did you guys vote yet?
Yes. On his poll.
Did you do the polls?
What poll?
Did.
Exactly. I put the link up for you to see it.
Izzy, I did.
I've been
on the private chat.
I've been otherwise busy.
I voted.
You know why I've been busy, so
I voted for Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
I know you've been busy.
I voted
but
for Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
You could do voting now. You could do the voting now, just so we can see where everything's
we're casting the Teen Titans movie. The results will be revealed. Top there.
Yeah.
So is this Deathstroke? So we got Joe, Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
You want to show it up? It's gonna be like a C3 thing, or what? Not C3. What is it? That other thing that you voted for that you didn't vote my show for. Remember?
That thing. Hang on. How do I do this again? Share screen.
I'm going for the underdog.
I voted for Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
All right.
Okay,
So
we got the first.
So we've got a guy who's already played Deathstroke briefly.
Yeah, briefly's not the key word. He was cut out. Let's just be honest.
We got John Winchester. We got the guy that played Legion, and I have no idea who the fuck that dude is.
Yeah, Garrett Hedlund. I forgot who's Garrett Hedlund. Like I don't know. Like
well, that's who I picked because he has the least amount of votes.
He was in Troy and the movie Four Brothers.
Oh, okay. I do know the other three. Joe
I think Joe has got the physical like size for it, as in like muscles and stuff.
He was voted as Deathstroke. He was
Deathstroke, but I think he's too tall.
Deathstroke could be tall.
Can he? I'm not saying he's Wolverine small, but I'm thinking he's
Deathstroke could be tall.
So I'll just stick with Joe then. Oh, that's the popular opinion.
That's the popular vote.
All right, here we go. We're casting who's Beast Boy.
I picked Gaten because I recognize him from Stranger
Is that young Sheldon?
Young Sheldon. I was like, oh, that's his name. I never knew his name.
Ian. How do you say it? Ian?
Ian.
It's probably just Ian. I have no idea who that kid is.
Yeah, Noah Jupe. He's pretty popular. Obviously, the kid from
That's
Stranger Things.
Dustin. I have no idea who that is.
Yeah.
I like the look of that guy. I'll go with him.
Okay.
I'm picking all the popular ones, of course.
You picked the popular one.
Should play Raven.
All right. Now this one's a good one. This one actually is kind of hard for Raven.
I picked Jenna Ortega.
So Jenna Ortega, you got Daphne King, you got Sophia Lilia. That's the girl from It. And then the last one, I can't even say her last name, is Kaylee Spaney or something like that.
Spanny, I don't know how to say it.
Spaney, I don't know.
I vote Jenny Ortega. She would be a perfect Raven.
Yep, same.
Come on.
We lost the vote for the koalas.
Does it come back up? Am I still there?
There it is. There it is.
You're here.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, no, I think we've been having a bit of Wi-Fi and power problems at the moment. So, yeah, I like Daphne Keane, but to me, she's X-23.
Okay.
I'm going to go the dark horse, the one that I don't know who she is.
Oh, look at you! Picked the least likely to win.
Yeah.
There you go.
Everybody's going to go Jenna Ortega because she's like, always plays those dark characters.
Well, she plays that kind of role already, right? So it's kind of one of those situations. Okay, now we got Starfire.
I picked Kiki Palmer. I think
Leslie Grace, no idea who that is. Rachel Zegler, no idea who that is.
That's Snow White. That's the girl that plays Snow White.
Still don't know who that is. Kiki Palmer, I've seen before. She's fun, but yeah, I don't know. Zazie is pretty cool. Like, obviously, she was Domino.
I voted for Zazie.
Oh, you went for Zazie, Matt?
Yeah. Yep.
If we're going like,
I'm a big fan.
Recent trends, like with obviously the Titans show, then I'd go Kiki Palmer. Okay, I'll pick the popular one again.
I just voted for her because I'm a big fan.
Yeah.
All right, so Cyborg, Caleb McLaughlin, Stranger Things. Wasn't he Black Manta?
No, he's no. You're thinking of someone else. He's the voice of Miles.
Oh, okay.
I voted for Kevin Harrison Jr.
I don't know who he is.
Kelvin.
He looks a bit like Derrick Rose, the basketball or ex-basketballer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the look of that guy.
Oh,
okay, so I've got middle of the road this time.
You got middle of the road. It's still anybody's ball game. We'll find out by Tuesday, And now we got Nightwing. This is the fun.
Definitely not him.
I picked Shaman.
Definitely not him.
That's who I voted for.
I've heard of his name, but
Jacob Elordi, he's that's the guy that plays Frankenstein's monster in the new Frankenstein movie.
I still haven't watched that yet, so
that movie's great.
Tanner Buchanan, that's the Cobra Kai kid.
Yeah.
And I don't know who Asher Angel is.
Asher Angel is Billy Batson. But he's
okay. Yeah. This is Dick Grayson. Yeah, I like him too.
There you go.
So middle of the road again.
There you go. All right, that's the list.
Are we missing a team title? What about? Are we missing a team?
No, we're gonna do. There's gonna be others, but that's gonna be Cliff and myself. We're picking them. So we do have more choices, like certain villains and some other characters. So we're gonna have Kid Flash. We're gonna have Aqualad,
Donna Troy.
Donna Troy. Yeah, we're gonna have those characters.
I better catch up with the chat because I have sharing the screen. I can't see what's going on in the chat.
And none of the people that were picked will end up in the movie. Watch it. You see.
I haven't seen. I haven't seen that, Mark. I haven't seen.
I honestly think if they ever do a Teen Titans movie, if they do it soon, I could see them bringing back Joe Manganiello to play Deathstroke just to make it happen. He's still young enough.
So I actually didn't mind the casting for the Titans movies.
Yeah.
Sorry, Titan series. I didn't actually mind the castings for those.
I watched the first season, but I never finished it.
Cyborg was meh.
Wasn't he too small?
Yeah, he looked too short.
I was way too small.
I like the rest of the rest of the casting was good. I was a bit iffy about Starfire at the start, and then I really sort of
the girl plays Starfire. I like that girl.
Hmm.
I don't know if I have moderator. So if someone has moderator, they could put it up the chat. So you know what I'll do? I'll just send this to Christina, and then she could probably put it up.
Oh, yeah, link you just shared the private chat. I can do it.
Yeah, go ahead. I already put it in the private chat. Oh wow, just got 65 votes in already. Wow, cool. There we go. Thank you. Well, MadSpidey, you don't got the link there, or that's just me from this end.
I just copied the link from the private chat.
Yeah, because I don't even see the link part. Let me see.
Black Spiders.
Oh, it works. It works. Okay, cool. What's up, Black Spiders? I was talking to him earlier.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, quite often,
I'll be right back.
You don't obviously if you're not scrolling through your news feed or whatever like that, you don't always get everything pop up either. So, what have you got on your thing? A Sheldon personal device thing or whatever like that with Rob on it. That's cool.
Don't you remember our conversation last week about Rob?
Yeah, I do remember now. It just popped into my head. Yeah, what did he call it? It was a personal something device. I can't remember what he called it.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
I have never actually seen that. It's Papa. Is that you running over CJ?
It's running over somebody.
Has anybody heard or bumped into CJ lately?
He's been very quiet, but he's been doing stuff here and there.
Mm.
So he's been really quiet lately, though.
Yeah. Yeah, I know he had a lot of personal stuff going on and things like that. And CJ in a dress with a book.
So for the guys who've been doing it, how's been show us what you got been? Late night edition. Has it been fun?
I won this week.
What did you? Oh, you actually. That's how downhill the show's gotten. That you actually winning now.
They had some good books, but it just depends what DVH likes.
I'm gonna go for win number 3 because I have Space Ghost books and Dr. Von Hoot really likes Space Ghost. So
good luck.
Give him wrestling. Give him wrestling, monsters,
Transformers,
Transformers, and you win.
No, it's been good. It's like
because it's a lot later now, isn't it?
Yeah,
he does it like late night, so it's 11:30, 11:15 over here in New York.
No, he does it at midnight East Coast.
Well, it's like 11:45 or something like that. I saw 11:15 one time. Yeah, but that's how I'm
good.
sleeping.
I missed it on the earlier time, but it's okay.
Yeah, at that time I'm already in bed because I work. Oh yeah, dude, screw you because I need to sleep. I like sleeping. I got a job. I gotta do things. That's right.
No,
screw you, Papa.
He works, Pop.
Sleeping, what's that?
It's something that I do at least 8 hours a day, sometimes even more.
If I get 8 hours, it's a miracle.
dude.
Yeah.
So I get my 8 hours plus I sleep throughout the day. So if I work from home, like around 2 o'clock or something, I'm usually taking a nap.
I'm
Or
I'm
like,
freaking happy if I get 3 hours sleep. So
no, I'm that guy. That's why I'm so lively.
I love it.
I love my sleep. I just can't get much of it.
It's also when I'm watching something like Only Slabs. By the time we get to the second half, I'm already dozing off. Not because of the show, but because that's just how I am.
Yeah, that happens to me too.
You're too young to be doing that, Fogsy.
Not really.
he's already falling asleep right now. So
Look at what I picked up this week. All this was from this week.
Yeah, let's see these.
So I made an order at Midtown, and I went to pick it up because I haven't been in the city since
Caroline.
since before Christmas. So there are some books
Caroline.
here that I had duplicates for. I'll start with this one.
Was
Darkness
Hello,
Blank.
Darkness, nice.
This is gonna be a nice one.
What do you think about doing on that one? Nice.
Oh,
Although Auto.
haven't even seen that book.
Well, you guys seen this one. You guys seen this one already.
Yep,
So.
the jock.
No.
Apparently, that's like my third copy.
Nice.
Blind bags.
Yep, I got 2 of them. I got a second one of this one. Oh, this one's a nice one. This one's nice.
Yeah, I got that one the other day too, Izzy.
No,
It's
man.
a really good one.
Jason Momoa.
Sure. Why not? Nice. I think, Matt, you got that one ordered, didn't you?
Yeah.
Hold on here.
The Wicked homage. Very cool.
Yeah, this is from my friend Sean Von Gorman. He's a local from here, so he did this one.
Nice.
This one might actually be asking for a little bit of money, so it might be a spec book.
Yeah.
Because he didn't like the black one. I don't know.
This is definitely a spec book.
Yeah, isn't that
First Vision in the Ultimate Universe.
Yeah, first Ultimate Vision.
Cool.
That one's already asking for like $10 on the aftermarket.
Scotty Young.
Scotty Young, but this is
Gunslinger 50.
Cool.
That one. This one, I ended up getting another one.
Yeah, I'm getting one of those from Bruce, and I'm flipping.
I saw a variant over on Bruce's Jeopardy last night.
Yeah.
And I have a break coming too.
Yeah, I've heard that series is great.
Yep. So, Nullified. I got a second one.
Nice.
Whenever you see a second one of something, I don't keep that second one.
That's a cool one. I like that.
Yeah. This would have been better if like Lobo was like throwing her a kiss. Because that's his style.
Just to mess with her, yeah.
Okay, you've seen this one before.
Yep.
This is the Marlin. You guys seen the Ben Oliver one?
No.
And the last one is the cover A.
I've seen that one. That's the only one I've seen.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. I ended up getting these beforehand. So these were pre-ordered, and then I ended up getting them again. So they were sitting in Midtown Comics for like 4 weeks.
Is that your LCS?
That's one of them.
That's Izzy's too, isn't it?
I'm like, Izzy. It's okay, lady.
Yeah, the other cover.
Like Black Spider is this holding one for me. So Black Spider has a comic book that's mine. Yeah, he probably lost it. I'm pretty sure he lost it.
I'd love to see your take on the absolute characters. I bet you'd do great on them. Izzy.
You can always pay for one.
I already know what I'm going to get you to do next already.
Yep. So I submitted my application for Heroes Con for a table, so I'm just waiting to hear from them.
I hope you get it. I
Awesome.
really think you will, though.
Yeah.
You're going to table with somebody or alone?
No, I'm getting the table. If the table's approved, then Roscoe will be my second seat.
Oh, awesome.
And then we're gonna rotate, and we'll have people like hold down the seats, or if somebody like needs a seat or something like that, I'll probably do that so I could walk around for a little bit.
Yeah, and if you, like I told Mark, if you guys need help setting up or whatever, like let me know.
You could ask a slab question, Papa.
No questions allowed. Questions are banned.
Oh, we are bringing Cliff. Cliff is coming, but he's not tabling.
Cliff tried to
he's
tell
actually
me.
going to be sitting down and actually drawing.
Yeah, so he's not gonna. He's gonna be with us, so he's definitely coming.
I didn't know when I was watching your stream a few months ago.
Yeah, we really are like an old married couple.
I didn't know Chris was an artist somewhat.
What was that?
The comic that I didn't know Chris drew.
Yeah, Chris is an artist. He just doesn't advertise as much. Why don't I table with Cliff? Because Cliff is not going to table. He's going to hang out. But he is going to be with me. So, and how about having someone like Roscoe on a table so he could draw as well?
The more you know, right?
All
Papa?
Cliff is going to do is talk up a storm.
Yep. Right.
And among other things, and firsthand, Lady F, what we're talking about.
And you're not going to talk up a storm?
No, I'm going to be drawing up a storm.
Yeah, he's going to be drawing up a storm.
Yeah,
like,
I think. Oh, there we go.
We just lost the main man.
We just lost him. I guess we're holding it down now.
Yeah, well. When the cat's away, the mouse come out to play.
But anyway, so
I did
has
get
anybody
a
been watching
black.
wrestling or any sports?
Look at this. I got a black
no one
sketchbook.
asked you.
So it's gonna be fun. I've been toying around already with One Piece already. I'm doing like a Batman, just fancy.
What's his name? Izzy. I read that Tom King's doing a signing at Midtown. Are you going?
Probably not.
I'd love to meet Tom King.
I met him a couple of times.
Cool dude.
So, he's all right. He's okay. He has his moments.
Yeah, no more donuts.
Oh, look who's back.
Yeah, just keep dropping out now and again.
It wasn't me. I promise. It was Matt.
I didn't do anything.
It was Matt in the pool hall with the chandelier. How dare you?
Don't worry. I know where you're going to be at on June 12th.
No, you don't.
Actually, he does know.
He does, actually. Da-na-na-na-na. What you got, Papa? Hey, Matt, we got to go in a little bit.
Yeah. I think somebody got a call from the X-Men just now.
Yeah, I'm a little jealous, man. Oh, okay. Sorry, Paul.
I think Izzy's on the phone, so it's sort of a bit redundant now.
Yep. Yeah.
Wait till Izzy comes back.
Papa, what do we think of Izzy, right? This? Yeah. Atta boy. Atta guy. That's what I'm talking about, Izzy. I met Papa. Sorry, I'm tired, Papa. It's been a long day. Spidey.
Hmm.
Oh,
So I'm sort of eating and a bit out of it.
yeah, I'm out of it. What you eating?
A burger.
A chicken burger.
Ooh. Okay, well.
No, a cheeseburger.
Aha.
From where?
Best damn invention ever.
Oh, that sounds good.
Sorry about that. The missus called, so I had to answer.
Papa wanted to show you something.
I know he was telling me. Okay, what do you got? What you got, Papa? Should it be slabbed? All right. Ooh,
Yeah.
Leo. That's an older book, so I'm going to say, what would you say is the conditioning of that book? Would you say high? Just do a thumbs up if it's high. If it's like mid, you do like flat line or something like that. If it's low, you could just say low. Based on what I saw, it looks kind of high.
Yeah, well, that's all.
Is it worth giving Izzy the bird?
Everything's worth giving the bird with him.
Pretty minty.
I say yes, personally, but you didn't ask me, so.
Yeah, I didn't ask you.
What we see, it looks nice.
Well, you just made the list, bro.
Good.
All right, so that book goes back to 1986. So it's a pretty old. It's a pretty old book. The fair market value of a raw is $28 at a fine. It last sold for $14 at a no grade, but a 9.8 is $350.
Who did the art?
That's
an Eastman, isn't it?
Yeah, that's Eastman. That's an old school book.
Mm.
I think it's honestly my personal opinion. I say it's worth slabbing. However, it's not an overly expensive book.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, so if it's a 9.6, you're talking about $100 book. So it'll be worth more than what you pay for the slabbing.
Mm.
So, but it is a classic, so it's an 86 book. Now, the real fun part is trying to get all the other books.
Right.
That would be cool. Yeah, but that book goes back from 1986. Hey, I got my cover price shirt on, so you know.
I suppose it depends on the bottom line is, are you looking for it to resell it, or you're looking for it to keep it as a slab?
It presents really well.
Mm.
So you know what I mean? It's one of those situations where it looks presentable. You know, it doesn't need a slab. No, I don't think any comic book needs a slab. You know that best than it more than anybody, Spidey. Do you want it slab? Do you want to preserve it? It's not it's not exactly a hugely expensive book, but yeah, like Wellbone, Raphael's the big one. So, my personal opinion, sure. If it looks that good, yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking about that as well, Pops. I was like, I have been keeping my eye out. I've only been looking the last sort of week or two, obviously, once, you know, when I can distract myself.
That's a fun book. That one's actually, it's crazy. So the Undertaker book, that one is the one half, and the way you would get that is through an order. You had to order it from Wizard. It was one of those Wizard half books, if it's the one I'm thinking. And there was a time that was demanding some high value. Now it's probably not as expensive, but it is a cool book. One day, if you ever see Undertaker, and if you do get Undertaker to sign it, then you slap it.
I have the issue 0, but I don't think it's worth much.
Yeah, the Chaos books are fun. They actually took the wrestling seriously. They made a story out of the character. So those were actually cool books. I have the Austin one, and the Austin is signed by Austin.
The only other problem with that, Pops, is, you know, May, I don't like, I hate, he's talking about the Ghost Rider books I was mentioning earlier. I hate doubles, and I'm accumulating all these excess books that I'm too lazy to try and sell. There's probably nothing of any great value in there. There'll be something there that somebody will want, but I'm still gonna, if it's gonna have to come down to the thing where I have to buy 10 or 15 issues just to get it for one issue, then yeah, I might have to do that. I have no idea who did that.
Yeah.
Oh, Jay. Nice. Well, there's only 3 videos on that one so far, Christina, but there will be more in the future, of course.
Mm-hmm.
But I appreciate that.
So is the goal to be on only slabs, to show your slabs and then break them afterwards, after the show?
Literally.
Oh, no!
Yo, Papa's face. Papa's just like, oh shit. He's like, oh shit.
Nice.
That one's great.
That is awesome, Papa.
Very nice.
Anyways, guys, I'm going. I'm tired.
Bye, Jay. You gonna go sleep?
So be safe. Keep on collecting.
Hi, Sean.
And be nice to one another. A smile helps a lot.
Gosh darn it, be nice, people.
And give cigarettes to children.
Whoa,
Because Frenchmen do.
That. I don't condone
Take care, guys.
Hey, thanks, brother.
I don't.
I could just see Jean Malone like with a van now.
I finally got number 1.
The Duel of Iron. They were just waiting for that moment, weren't they?
Yeah. So I got number 1 finally, but
which iron is better than the other?
Hey Matt, who does number 1 work for?
I think it was number 2. He works for Austin Powers.
Dang right. I'm about to head out. Y'all have a good one.
See you, Bugsy.
All right, Bugsy. Take it easy, mate. That's what I wasn't planning on running a long one today anyway. I do have some stuff to do this afternoon, but I'm assuming I'm assuming somebody else is doing a stream now, and that's why he's leaving.
Yeah.
So Bugsy.
Comic-Verse is having a stream tonight. I told him I'd be there too.
So did you like the list from Tuesday, or did you find it funny?
I only caught like the little bit of it because I was at the hospital.
You didn't catch the Howard the Duck moment?
Yeah, that was the one part that I was there for because I was in the hospital with Mum and Dad, and I'm like, I need to go out for a smoke. So I went out for a smoke and went, I'll see who he's on, and then that's when it was on, and that was literally the Howard the Duck moment.
Was it the beginning or the part where the book showed up?
I think because who was.
Because
it was the character. Who was the character before Howard the Duck?
Was it Iron Fist? I want to say it was Iron Fist.
Or was it Man?
But okay, so you actually got Howard the Duck moment. So if you watch the beginning of it, there's honorable mentions, and in the and I posted it today. I did a short. I posted a short, and that's what I ended up doing. I'm like, because I knew that was gonna tick him off. I knew it. So we put Sabretooth and Entric in honorable mention. Remember we were talking about doing all that?
Well, he did. Well, the Howard the Duck moment, he did say he put goddamn Sabretooth in there. Yeah, so I saw that bit, of course.
Yeah. Well, Clip said everything I would have said. So.
You do. You gotta have fun with these things, man, and especially when you know what ticks him off. That's even better. That's how you make the show enjoyable.
Hey guys, you have a good night.
See you, Matt.
See you later.
All right, Matt. Take it easy.
And then there was 3. Yeah, so that was
right.
that was the show, and that's what's fun. We're gonna be constantly be doing things like that now. Like the creator spotlight is something I always did, but now with the casting calls and spec it, so it's not just trending books or what's in the zeitgeist. It's a little bit of everything. It's educate. That one was hard, but remember we talked about that on Monday on last week. We were talking about Etrigan into the game being a tough one.
Mm.
Yeah,
well, we talked about that on my show too, as well.
Yeah,
the one
thing I will say is that the article will be up. I finished the article earlier, and it's gonna have all of them. So it's not gonna there is no honorable mention in the article. So the article is actually gonna have the whole list, and some that I didn't go over. So there'll be a few that I like Spider-Woman and stuff like that. Because apparently
it's going to be 60s next time.
Yeah, 60s is most likely next time. That's going to be a tough one because I think it's going to be mostly Marvel books. So it's kind of hard. I'm even at the point of doing 50s and 60s together. I don't know.
Not slabbable anymore.
He is one of the most problematic characters in the world. Arrow Star Fox.
Yeah, getting back to that, I remember because I mentioned that last week, and a few people brought up the same point. Is that especially with DC, a lot of people had their Silver Age appearances in this, in the Silver Age, not their original first appearances in the Silver Age, and that's probably the hardest thing. And that's probably why you're saying it's going to be a predominantly heavy Marvel sort of list. And obviously, independent was not as well. I couldn't think of a obviously, my knowledge is not as great. Like Pops probably would have a better. Well, I don't know. He definitely would have a better knowledge in that sort of aspect. But picking an independent character being coming out and having a cultural difference from the 60s, I couldn't even think of one.
So what makes that particular time frame a little difficult is, like I said, the 60s is predominantly Marvel, right? So Marvel, they just kept on banger after banger after banger after banger, right? Pretty much in the 60s, where DC kind of cooled off. They cooled off in the sense that they didn't really give us new characters that just continue their stories, which led us into the Bronze Age. I would say where Marvel dominated the 60s with its characters, I think DC kind of took the reins kind of back from them in a way in the 70s with Neil Adams and stuff like that. But they also had their flops with Wonder Woman. But also in the 60s, that was kind of like the rise of the of the indie. Yeah, Goki and Charlton were great in the 60s, but again, it's going back to this concept of who had a first appearance. I think Goki did have a lot of good first appearance. Charlton also had good first appearances that eventually landed either in Valiant or they landed in DC in some way, right? Because that's kind of, or Dell, with Dell, comics. So it's a very interesting. I will say the 60s will be a very interesting decade.
Because weren't a lot of the Charlton characters, was it their first true appearance, or was it like a Silver Age appearance?
And that's where it difficult at that time, right? So with the Marvel characters, it's pretty that's all their first appearances. However, with the DC characters, with the indie characters, if you want to call them indie, because I don't think they were really yes, Goki and Charlton were. If you do a comparison, they were mainstream comics. I don't look at them in the same way I look at the other indies. You know what I mean? They were almost like Image in a way. You know what I mean? Where Image is kind of like the third company. They took that place. And before Marvel, actually came in with, they were Atlas, and no one really cared as much. So it's weird because I look at Gold Key and Charlton, especially in the 60s, being they were indies, but were they really indies? They were just smaller companies in that way.
And how would you tackle the multiple versions thing? So obviously you have like the Flash was in the golden age, but then you have Barry Allen sort of thing, and it's like, are you picking the character regardless of the iteration, or are you picking?
I would pick the character. I would pick the character over the namesake because it is their first appearance. It is Hal's first appearance. It is Barry's first appearance. The one that's a little
there you go.
hard to fetch is it Hawkman's first appearance? Because Hawkman's really odd. You know what I mean? With the different types of versions of Hawkman they have. Like I think we've already have like 6 versions of Hawkman, if I'm not mistaken. Hawkman is an oddball. But then it is Adam's first appearance, you know, those characters. So they do fall under the umbrella of true first appearances under someone else's namesake. You know what I mean? So
yeah, so you'd be saying the first appearance of, as you said, like Barry Allen Flash, not you know, just Flash in general sort of thing.
Yeah, exactly. It's the names. It's not about the namesake as much as it is about the character. The name is just being utilized. It's being repurposed. And that's the interesting part. And that was mostly 50s. And the thing about the 50s that was also interesting is you got the comic code that kind of changed everything. So what was happening in the 50s, you ended up getting humor books, you know, a lot of the humor books, the romance books. There was a little bit of legacy characters. That's a good way of putting it, Pop. That kind of stuff. So
it's an interesting, like, it's a fun, like, definitely something I could never do, but it's
work.
Definitely it's definitely it's definitely a cool take on something. Like, obviously, if I ever did it, I'd only make it Marvel anyway, because my channel's all Marvel. But
I'm trying to be. I have to be as objective as I possibly can, and have fun.
You need to be, for doing something like that.
But I put Howard the Duck into the list because he had a movie, and it was Marvel's first movie, and it counts for some. It got to count for something. It sucks, but it has to count for something. You know, so
and it's as I said, it's very, like, you can only pick, like, you've picked that number, you've picked 25. So obviously, if you're going to start, you know, doing any more than that or any less than that, it's either going to be a way shorter show or a very, very long show. It's probably a good sort of middle ground number.
I went with 25 because, and I normally do 20. Right, the atomic age. Yep, that's a good way of looking at it too. Yeah, it, like, the 50s in general was like, it was the dawn of the Silver Age, right? So the Silver Age comes in, the Atomic Age comes in, more sci-fi based characters, you know, where Batman and Superman kind of just like they just join, even though there are distinct differences between Superman in the Silver Age and Superman in the Golden Age. You know, what do you call this first appearance of the Silver Age Superman? What do you call the first appearance of the Silver Age Batman? In the way they change. Like Superman, you might be able to get a little bit more so because the character literally changed. His look literally changed. The shield was reinvented. They gave him boots afterwards. So with Superman, it's more of the distinct look, where Batman, he kind of kept the look because
but in essence, though, it's still the same character.
Yeah,
just a different costume.
Yeah, it's a different costume with Superman.
Still Bruce Wayne, it's still Kal-El or Clark Kent or whatever like that. It's still the same character.
Actually, but a lot of things are a little different because they weren't so in the Silver and the Gold Age, more specifically in the Gold Age. They weren't as tied into continuity as they became afterwards in the Silver Age. So continuity became more of a thing in the Silver Age, especially when it came to crossovers. So when they did it, they wanted to have crossovers. They needed to do some kind of continuity within their characters. So therefore, characters had to be like the same all over the place, even though they weren't as strict to it for the book itself. But when it came to like story beats all together, like, oh, this is this and this happened here and this happened there. So there was this level of continuity. But in the Golden Age, you're like, continuity, what the hell is that? We're just making stories. You know what I mean? There was no set continuity because the Daily Planet was the Daily Star, if you know that one, and stuff like that. So Batman had a gun. So
yeah, and they started doing like the Supergirl thing. There was like the prototype Supergirl, and then there was obviously Kara Supergirl, and like they started doing that sort of stuff as well. Like it's almost like testing the market to see, okay, can we do this? And then obviously like then roll it out fully, but we'll still slightly change it. So
yeah, and to Papa's case, he wants. Yeah, there was a clear line for Batman. They put the yellow circle behind. Oh yeah, there is that too. There is that, and that's not much wrestling talk. TNA was they crapped the bed on that first episode, man. Could have been so much better. Could have been so much better. They crapped the bed on it. They had it was so much opportunity, and they just, make it. They could have made it. They could have made it work. They chose not to. That's on them, regardless of the visa issues. Someone say wrestling. Oh, Paris Hilton. Paris Hilton. When has he been relevant? Like seriously. When's the last time Paris Hilton has meant something to anybody?
I just thought he misspelt Paris Hilton.
No, it's Paris. It's Paris. That's the dude.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know this shit.
Yeah, exactly. It's not worth knowing. Not worth knowing. And it was the Iconics' last day. The Inspiration. That was their last match. So they're gone. You put them in your first show, and now they're leaving. That's real smart. What a great way to start a show. Let's put up a tag team that is going to leave. So sorry, I'm doing the wrestling talk because Papa's making.
So I'd always blame Papa for the wrestling talk.
Yeah. But yeah, going back to that era in general, that era's always fascinated me how things were then. Like I want to do sooner or later, I'm going to do a pre-code horror list. I'm gonna try to get 20 pre-code iconic covers and stuff like that, because with pre-code,
that's going to be more about the series and the covers than it is any characters. Because there's no real.
It's more about the covers and why they were what they were. The hard part is trying to come up with 20. You know what I mean? Because there's some good ones. So that's something I'm gonna tackle soon. Maybe tackle some of these odd ones. Like the comedy ones, because there were some real interesting comedy books. Now think about it. Some artists made their break in the comedy book. Like Neil Adams' first comic was Jerry Lewis. There's something to that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I suppose it just depends on how much of a deep dive you want to go as to whether it will, like, if you're talking analytically wise, is it going to be something that's going to be interesting enough to enough people?
Yeah.
Or whether it's just, or you just want to keep, or you just want to do the whole, like all of it.
So overall, there's going to be, there's the video and then there's the article. So keep the article flowing. I know I'm going to do something on kids comics. I've been meaning to do something on kids comics, like Star Comics and stuff like that. So there's definitely something to that. And I'm on the personal belief that we need a Star Comics. I think Star Comics should return in some capacity. I'm on that personal belief, because why not start as the kids instead of giving them Dogman?
Well, a lot of kids just literally just get thrown superhero comics these days, and I know not all. Well, a lot of the superhero comics stuff now is like, do you really want a 5 or a 6 year old or 7 or 8 year old sort of reading some of these storylines? Because whether it be too confusing, too wordy, too violent, too
that's my whole thing. It's like Why does kids comics have to be insulting? Like, that's how I look at it. I look at certain kids comics as being insulting. So Marvel will do these adventure comics. What's up, Mark? They'll do like adventure series, like Marvel Adventures starring Spider-Man, and they're just stupid stories that no one cares about. Why not just make them like, don't offend the kids, you know?
Bro, those were for like 5-year-olds, man, 10-year-olds.
But even so, man, Jeff the Landshark's different.
Don't encourage him, Pops. Don't encourage him.
I think Jeff the Landshark's a very good entry-level comic.
I remember the Marvel Adventures series. It was pretty much just Spider-Man or like a random FF book kind of thing. That was the early 2000s.
Bring Power Pack back.
For why?
For the hell of it. But do what they did, because what's cool about the Jeff comic book is that he interacts with the superheroes.
But why do you want to like bring back a comic book that will actively run comic fans away?
Well, it's for the kids. I'm thinking
that's my
kids.
point. Like you hand a kid a Power Pack Marvel Adventures comic, they'll look at it, read it, then never want to go get a comic book again because it'll come off as boring and lame.
But I like
if we're just being honest, they're not around today for a reason.
Power Pack was a fun series when it came out.
There's plenty of stuff like that. Nope.
Yeah.
Don't hide in here, homie. Wish I done having a Nerf battle through the house.
Yeah.
Oh, Nerf battle. Ooh, that must be fun.
Where they all get guns. That's why that bitch shoot you.
How are y'all doing today?
We're chilling, man. Everybody went to hang out with Comicverse. They slowly said, "I gotta go," and then they jumped over.
I call it Freedomverse.
Freedomverse.
Yeah, because it's got a terrible channel name, old Tony.
Isn't it like Commiverse?
He should have put the C in there then.
But isn't it written Commie?
Yeah, like
now it sounds even worse.
Fractional Nerf assassin. I like that.
Yes.
Oh man.
Yeah, I can sort of see your point though, Izzy. I can sort of see like it is a little bit of an untapped market, especially seeing that I think comics have become very adult focused.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like as I said, whether they're either too wordy, too complicated, too violent, you know, very sexualized, all that
kind
sort
of
of stuff.
written with the intention of you to come back week to week also, which a kid doesn't have the capability of doing without an adult supervision.
Mm-hmm.
You get the kids, the most they get is free comic book day and trick or read, where they produce the Spidey and His Amazing Friends comic, and DC puts out the kids comic thing.
Mm-hmm. And they just make stories that they don't matter.
That's okay though, because a one shot story is all you need to be doing for a kid of that age range.
Well, I did when I was a kid, there was comic books I read that had story beats and stuff like that, and they were the mainstream comics, and they weren't written as if I was a 5-year-old. They were written as more as I was a 10-year-old. So there was a little bit of something to it, like, you know what I mean?
Back in your day, you can walk to a comic shop, you'd have change in your pocket, and you'd want to buy those. Today's kids want to spend that same exact money on their Nintendo Switch.
Well, that's what they play on their Pokemon
you gotta
cards.
quit acting like the market for children today is
Harvey Comics for fun
of the market for us. It's not.
Yeah. Harvey Comics is good to look at. Did Harvey go down, or did they got bought out by Archie? Did they?
When you get kids invested into comic books, it's in their teen years through like trade paperbacks or graphic novels, whether it be from the graphic novels themselves or from manga. But that's when kids care to read.
Well, manga has this energy that they like. There's an energy flow in manga comics.
I'm not critiquing one way or another manga. I'm talking about when kids give a shit to read. They're not 5 and 6 year olds.
Mm-hmm.
That's just not what they're doing.
Well, it is a digital age now, and it's a very low attention span age as well. So everybody's digital devices. They want stuff that's a minute or less, and that's the way it is.
Did y'all watch Matt Damon and Ben Affleck's Rogan episode from yesterday yet? You're a movie guy, Simon. I highly recommend it because it's the most entertaining thing in the world if you're a movie person. because they're talking movie dynamics like the whole entire time in the most entertaining way possible. And one time Ben's talking about his youngest kid, how he's watching movies with him, and his kids couldn't care less to come visit the set or do this or do that because like they just grew up in that world. It's not interesting to them. And he tried to get his kid to watch some movies. He didn't really force them to or anything, but he would show them a trailer and see if they're interested. And he told Ben, he's like, you should probably get the editors from TikTok to help y'all make these things more alluring. The 20-year-old kid, like he's like, dude, it broke my soul on the inside, but he shared it with his director. Like that's what the younger kids are thinking even. But eventually he's been going through binging a lot of movies with his kid, and it's cool hearing the perspective of the different generations. And Ben and Matt, they're not just actors, they're writers, they're directors, and they are ridiculously
producers. They're producers as
they
well.
are ridiculously aware of everything. Everything from they've
both been in it from a very young age.
Yeah, they went to high school together, from high school theater all the way to releasing a brand new movie this week and talking about it on the Rogan podcast. Like these guys' lives as best friends is the most incredibly entertaining thing to listen to. But their knowledge about like AI impact, streaming impact, everything is crazy. And they confirmed that what J-Med is talking about. They can 100% confirm the way that Netflix wants you to make movies for people that are watching a movie while looking at their phone. Like it changes up the whole format of the 3-act thing. You almost have to break it into 5 acts and reiterate your first act at some point in each act and this and that. And it's the movies that are the exception to that rule that are the ones that get talked about. And it's the big irony. The ones that people like and love and talk about are the ones that break that Netflix rule that they kind of put in place to make sure it's engaging for their audience. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's all about attention spans and retention now. So
it's on Netflix, right? The Rip, or is it a
movie? The Rip. It was good. It was good. It's it's not a high octane action. It's a performance driven thing. It's stuff.
Oh, I like that. I think I've seen that one. I think you showed that one before. Oh, there he goes.
Yeah, I watched a lot this week. J-Med recommended that I watch the new Running Man. I'll be talking about that one tomorrow night. J-Med said he loved it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he said it was good. He said it was a good remake. Told me it was better than the original. I have my own thoughts.
The original was a different type of movie, but it's such a fun movie.
I love the
original.
Yeah, it's like, what are we talking about? Like, let's just know what it is. Awesome.
So is this one more towards the original book, or is the first one more towards the original book?
So like
I never read the book.
Now you have Total Recall, and then you have the Total Recall remake. You have Running Man, and then you have the Running Man remake. Like they're about as similar to each other. You know what I mean? Like premises there, that's where it ends.
So this is the way I heard. It is more in tune with the actual book, but through the lens of the movie. So in other words, it takes some of the tropes from the movie, but it's taking it in adapting more from the book to make it a thing. You know what I mean? But it's more of an adaptation of the book than it is of the movie, of the old movie, because the characterizations in the first movie that was created for the movie. So the crazy,
which is like the best part of all of it is all like they're almost like murdering wrestlers. They have their nicknames, they have their gimmicks, they have their weapons, they have their little territories he has to try to get through and stuff. And that was like the coolest part of the original.
It's been a long time since I see that movie, but I
remember Sub-Zero, like the Asian dude on ice skates and stuff.
Yeah, it's like a video. It's almost like video game characters. It's what the Street Fighter movie looked like it wants to be. You know what I mean? The original, the Street Fighter movie that came out now. Oh no! There's a dinosaur coming to get you.
As soon as I make it big, he jumps out of the screen. Very cool. Just watch the original. Yeah, because that's what I said. That's what I said about it. Because it did. Sorry, Mark. Go.
I was going to say, if you can only watch one, watch the original. When it comes to it, if you can only watch one, watch the new one, the Muschietti
I was going to say, because the new one is more towards the book, even in some of the subtle details.
Good
than what the original one. I still love the Tim Curry original one, but it's the newer one is more
awesome,
book focused.
Yeah,
engaging,
scary.
Yeah, it's more.
Well, keep in mind that Tim Curry was an ABC miniseries.
Yeah, the Tim Curry one. Yeah, it's fine.
It was a TV series. It was a television series.
It's not a knock against the Tim Curry one. It's just a testament to what Andy Muschietti did with the new stuff. He did a fantastic job with it.
Yeah. So they definitely had their hands tied with TV, but a TV budget, TV sensibility.
Did you finish the television show, Izzy?
I never even started the television series.
Oh, dude, it's incredible.
Yeah, it's been a very, very.
You watched it, Simon?
You know, I've watched it.
How's this?
I assume you don't watch anything when I watch stuff.
How's this for me being so backlogged? I just finished Penguin.
What'd you think?
I saw it coming a mile away, but I liked it.
I'm not talking about like any specific scene. I'm talking about what do you think of the series?
Oh, the series I love.
Nobody expected Maroney to have a random heart attack in the middle of a fist fight. No one expected that. You didn't see that coming.
I like this girl. Oh my goodness, now I can't remember who
I think she got nominated for some Golden Globes for.
I think she won. I think she won something.
Did she win one?
I don't know.
I think she might have won or something.
I know Colin did.
Yeah, Colin did. He's completely transformative in that role, though. You can't compare what anybody on that show does to what he does. They can all be good, but no one's doing what he does.
What I love in that last episode, without giving anything away, I know it's been a year now, was that part where they're all tied up and he still can't help but lie.
Why? Yeah.
Yeah. He's so embedded in his lie. He's so devoted to his lie.
That's pride. It's his pride, man.
It's a little bit of pride, but it's just like he's sold.
It's all pride. He can't admit he's wrong. He can't be honest because that's accepting a loss. Yeah, it's all pride.
Yeah. It's just so messed up, though, man. It's like,
and I called the same. What you said, called it coming. We called it after episode 1. I'm like, oh, he's gonna.
Yeah, it's obvious.
Yeah, there's some things that this is brought in for the show and it leaves with the show.
Yeah. Yeah, and the thing is like if they were to do a second season, which I don't think they're gonna go there, I'm curious to see how they do it.
Would you like to rather see them just do a Catwoman special miniseries one-off?
No, I don't care for the Catwoman character.
Kind of see how explore the connection with Sophia and what they were doing with that. I think the gangster aspect of the show is what really makes it.
We're sisters now, so we're gonna make this thing like I don't know.
Well, they established that in the Matt Reeves film. No one just it wasn't talked about because Sophia wasn't a thing in the film. Like comic heads know Sophia exists, but if they're going to make that connection in the Matt Reeves thing, like
remember before the Penguin, our thoughts of who Sophia was going to look like and feel like were completely different than what the TV.
Yeah, it's going to be this butch 6 foot tall.
Yeah, she was supposed to be a huge woman. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they completely changed the character, the Hangman character. Like she was still Hangman.
They won 9 awards.
Approach.
9 awards.
9 Emmys. They won.
That would be
one and Colin Farrell won one.
What they did was they turned it into Gotham as the Sopranos. That's
what it's supposed to be.
Yeah,
because the focus was on specifically. It's not on the rogues. It's on the crime families of Gotham. So that's literally what it is. It's just a.
But I love how towards the end he actually becomes the Penguin character from the comics.
Oh, you know suited up and everything.
Like he's suited up. He got the top hat. He got the cane. He got it all. Hey, what's up, baby?
Where's your costume from last night? When you were dressed like you're about to go on a breakdancing television show?
I'll be right back, guys.
You had your jacket on. You had your backwards hat on. I was just waiting on you to say you got served to somebody on the panel.
Oh, I just thought it was funny. No, I got a fucking haircut, so that's over.
It looks good.
Thank you.
I turned that on. I'm like, is Cliff trying to cosplay me right now, or is he about to serve someone up? I couldn't tell, so I bailed.
Oh, that's terrible.
No, I just came in at like literally the very end of the show when everyone was announcing what they had coming up on their channel. So I missed.
No, we played categories or categories.
Yeah, I missed it.
Oh,
that's what happens when there's a random pop-up edition of it, I guess.
Well, right, because it was a very unofficial. It was, let's do it to have some fun.
It was still exciting to see that thumbnail pop up in my my feed. I'm like, hey, Comigories, awesome. I popped in right as somebody was showing off some comic sign that said, ask me about my feminist agenda. I'm like, what did I walk
The Last
into?
Issue of Mockingbird. I love that.
I'm like, what is happening?
You have a feminist agenda?
No, like someone on Comigories. That's where I jumped. That's where I was at, like the very end of the show.
Mm.
Cliff, what did you think of Penguin as a whole?
I thought it was very pro-feminism. Christine Milotti did a fabulous job. You know,
she did. She crushed it. To that point, I just asked Izzy. I don't know if you heard it, but would you be interested for them to do like a one-off special miniseries to pick up where they left off and explore the Catwoman angle, like how we spotlighted Oz, and they kind of teased like there's something to do with Catwoman and her connection to Sophia, almost like they left the door open to do an HBO special on her next. Would you want to see that?
Yeah,
you think that has enough juice?
Listen, if there's a connection to Catwoman and Homegirl's like, yo, this fucker hung me out to dry and I need you, and we have like a whole little, breakout heist, get our revenge scenario,
like
I can see it.
Of Sirens, like a more live action version of the Sirens.
No, just kind of following. So in my mind, it'd be like just like the next chapter of Sophia's story. Like we saw her story through the lens of Oz being the star. Like her next chapter would be through the lens of Selena being the draw. Oz was the draw for season 1. Selena could be the draw for this. She's still in the world of crime. We saw her, in the movie, we saw her hitting licks on the gang members, stealing their drop, doing whatever she wanted to do. She's in their world, worked in the Iceberg Lounge.
What do you?
So there's a lot of
thought
potential.
About the psychiatrist, the dude.
The dude. Do y'all think they're setting him up to be Scarecrow?
You think so?
No, I'm asking. I don't think so. I know that's what the talk.
I think Scarecrow's his own character. But then again, it was very interesting to me how he was all involved with Sophia, and then when she goes back to Arkham, he's like, now I'm going to take care of you again. It felt
like a subverted Harley Quinn moment going on. Like Sophia was the Joker in that situation. Kind of like with Oz and his little sidekick felt like a subverted Jason Todd.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
I wouldn't mind seeing an Arkham series.
I would. Oh, you mean like in this universe?
Yeah, I would love to see
nothing more than just to stay in the Matt Reeves stuff. I like his
like an Arkham series with Hugo Strange kind of like doing his thing and stuff.
We had Magpie in there in that one.
Yeah, Magpie. Because that episode when she was in Arkham was crazy.
Yeah, it was intense.
You know what I mean? Like the stuff they were doing to her, like when you started the series, you were on the intention that she did all the things that she did, and then you find out the truth. And then you see what they do to her in Arkham. It's like, what the hell how demented is this place really? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
a lot can be done.
Mm-hmm.
How's your weekend going, Cliff? What's new with you?
I slept like that half the day because I got up, shoveled forever, got my haircut, went to and then I shoveled and then it stopped, and then it just kept snowing the whole day while I'm doing errands. I'm driving home like this,
swerving.
Yeah, swerving. Then I made lunch for my mother and I. Did that video with watched Only Slabs and did that video with J-Med. And then that's it. Then I just couldn't take it anymore. I took a nap because I spent
tuckered.
All right, I was gonna say all my day I was running errands and shoveling snow. That was the other fun thing. Oh, hey, Pops. That was the other thing. When I got home, I had to shovel my way from the car back to the door.
just to survive.
Right, just to survive, and then carry all them damn groceries in. You know, my mom was like, "Why did you go shopping?" And I was like, "Because we live like, I don't know, we live in a nightmare scenario where there's almost nothing to eat in our house." Tomorrow I'm making a chuck roast with carrots. Like,
Biggie.
Biggie. She's
Did
like,
you watch Starfleet Academy yet?
Like the show's like a year old, man.
Do you watch Starfleet Academy yet?
No, I mean, like, I'm in no rush to.
It's animated, is it?
No, it's not. It's live action.
I don't even
Live
know.
action with Holly Hunter. It's super duper woke, but it's super duper good.
Oh, I could tell it's woke just by the photo.
It's both of those things. Me and Rob had this conversation. Like, two things can be true at once. You know, like all the things people will complain about who don't watch it, just call it, those things are present. But here's the catcher: it's still written and executed pretty damn good. Like it's good. Like that's the difference. It's not woke because it's good. They didn't sacrifice the quality of it for. There's messaging in there that'll piss some people off that won't pay attention to the rest of the show, but it was really entertaining. I liked it. I'm looking forward to episode 3. The pilot itself is a movie, dude.
I'm glad they put real effort into it.
Cliff,
they did.
Is the character's name Queen Bee? It's not Queen Bee.
Well, no, there's multiple versions of Queen Bee.
This is the Hive Queen you're talking about?
Yes.
What are you talking about?
Okay, that's what it was. Because I was looking for images. She goes by Hive Queen, right? Because I know Bumblebee, but not Queen Bee.
From Transformers?
No,
from
thinking about
the
Titans.
Titans. You know?
What about Black Lightning's kid?
Why are you killing me?
No, Bumblebee, I know. I know Bumblebee. I'm talking about the villain. There's a villain. It's
from
just
the Venture Brothers.
Oh my freaking God. All right. So anyhow, yes, her name is also Queen Bee. There's multiple versions of Queen Bee in the DC universe.
Send me a photo of the one you want.
Dude,
that's your pick.
How is it not obvious? She's the one.
Dude, I went and I put Queen Bee as a Google search and I kept getting Bumblebee.
Appreciate you, Biggie.
Terrible.
That's what I get. I'm not that in the Titans lore like that.
All right, fine. You're just a
You don't know a Z-rated character from 4 issues of comics in its 87-year history, Izzy? What is wrong with you?
Well, do we really need her as a character? That's my question.
She's integral to see, Izzy. This is like in the future when we do this shit, we gotta like really talk about what iteration we're talking about, okay? Because
that's what I'm doing right now.
In my mind, this entire time, we are casting Marv Wolfman, George Perez, the new Teen Titans.
Okay, we got that. I'm literally on one character right now. One character. That's the only one I need. Yeah, not Beyonce.
Look at this one.
Yeah, we're not using Young Justice. Young Justice to me is a different show.
Young Justice is its own universe, but it is fantastic.
I love the first 3 seasons. The new, like when they did the new season, the first one was good, but then the second one kind of fell off.
Yeah, Invasion and the Dominator season.
Mm-hmm.
What were the? Because those seasons had name. I think Invasion was the last.
Was it Invasion?
Like
there was a lot. There was too much going on.
Season 4, Phantoms.
Yeah, Phantoms, and then Invasion or whatever.
Yeah,
it was
Invasion
called.
was the one that was just like all over the place.
Invasion is the one that left people begging for more. Invasion was hot. You know,
is that season 3 then?
That's season 2. Season
I'm
3
I'm talking about when they came
we're
back.
talking about the 2 seasons. What were the name of the 2 seasons that came back at the after?
Right, the third season. No one likes to remember the third season. I don't even remember the name of the third season. But
season 2 was Wally's, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, Wally's and what's his name? Speedy.
Yeah, those were all great. Let me see what's the name of the seasons.
I'm looking too, Izzy.
They did a much better. They had a much better.
They had nicknames.
They have 4 seasons in total.
Phantoms was season 3, and season 4
Phantoms was fine, but then there was like when it got to the last the last one, which just kind of
Outsiders
fell
is
off.
season 3. Season 3 is Outsiders.
Yeah, when they brought an ambush bug and stuff. Not ambush bug,
The Bug.
The Bug from
Bug.
Apocalypse and
Yeah,
stuff.
it was just so much. There was just too much going on. There was multiple stories, and instead of being like layered, it was just too much going on.
You know what it got? What it got me? It wasn't even how much was going on. It's how fast that we moved through characters once we returned. It's like they weren't really locking in like they had done in previous seasons, and they were just like, here's a lot of new characters. Like it was cool when they brought Halo in and did the Geoforce thing because like Markovia was like the season, you know. And then we're just like blasting through characters and stuff.
No, so Outsiders wasn't bad. It was Phantoms that was bad.
Phantoms was great.
That's the order.
Phantoms is season 3. That's the one with the Outsiders, and they bring in
season
Halo.
3 was the Outsiders. Season 4 was Phantoms.
Right. Yeah, season 4 had a damn plan. Season 4 had a mapped out arc. Each arc had its own theme. Like we hung out on Mars. We hung out with Beast Boy. We hung out with the New Gods. We hung out in the Phantom Zone and watched everybody's asses get kicked. I love that shit. Freaking the Emerald Eye grabbed freaking Feora and took her off, you know, and then they gave the freaking planet to the White Merchant, which becomes Durla, and that's like the home of Chameleon Boy in the future for the Legion. They did all sorts of hot shit. I don't know what season you're confused.
Hot shit.
It was a lot. You just
not a lot. Season 3 is insane. Season 3 is insane. We're introduced to Markovia. We're introduced to all these characters. There's that undercover bitch who sleeps with Black Lightning and all that weird stuff. I mean, there was season 3 is the one that's
the season. I like the season where Aqualad was undercover. We didn't know that. We didn't know that until that was like season 2. We didn't know that till the very middle of the series.
Season 2 is goated just all around. That's the one.
Yeah, it's like Aqualad is like he's turned on Young Justice, but you're like you don't know what's going on, and you actually think he's one of the villains because they made it work that way. And then right in the middle, you find out that this is all part of a plan, which was like that was awesome. The fact that they made it that this girl Artemis was killed and stuff like that, and then obviously
we actually lose Wally for real.
Yeah, we lose Wally
for real.
That was
and
good.
they stuck to that shit. Season 3 and 4, it's like, yo, he's dead. You know, like freaking Zatanna doing the spell. That was like, okay, you're gonna get to spend some time with Wally, but like, be careful. And then she didn't want to leave, and they're like, girl, we talked about this. It's like.
Didn't they bring in Bart at the crazy ending of Phantoms and stuff?
Didn't Bart what?
Didn't they bring in Bart?
Yes.
Yeah, they brought in Bart.
I couldn't remember or not.
Yeah, they brought in Bart. I love when they brought in Lobo.
Got crazy. Like it's hard. Like it's hard to remember the actual plot direction of that one. I just remember we had Legion of Superheroes and shit in it, and old.
Well, that was the point. That's the point I was trying to say with Cliff. There was a lot going on.
Yeah, it was just
maybe because I love time travel and the New Gods, I had far less problem following season 4, and then I did season 3. And I don't
think it's a problem with following the plot. It just feels like it's not tight. You know what I mean? I'm not saying like you have to be a wizard to understand it.
It was very threaded. There's a line to it, but there's something going on here. There's something going on there.
Yeah, there's so many people.
Part of the show every season. There's something going on here, and here.
Yeah, but there's a central focus that makes like that. It brings it all back.
There's a connection between all of them.
Yeah, like, and I'm not saying that it was connectionless. It felt noticeably different than the other 3 seasons, is what I'm saying.
Right, because they had a stronger structure. The plot point of season 3 is Superboy.
No, season 4 is what I'm saying. Is the one
season 4. Sorry, season 4. Season 4. The whole point is Superboy, to the degree that when Saturn Girl isn't sure what's going on, she tells Superman that for the sake of the future, there's a time and a place that he has to be if we don't have a Superboy, right? And then, of course, when it turns out that Phantom Girl's sacrifice was not for nothing. She actually got herself and Superboy knocked into the Phantom Zone, and he's released. It just brings back order to the timeline. Superboy is supposed to be in the 21st century doing something that's going to solidify that future. And of course, we end the season without knowing what that is. Plus, we have the magic arc where Mary Marvel feels all betrayed. So that glimpse at the end where Darkseid has Supergirl and Mary Marvel, because no one knows about Supergirl, and Mary Marvel was lured in by temptation. I mean, I was like, give me season 5. But
bro, what you just did is prove the point.
I don't care. I don't care.
When you have the new, you have the new gods in one side, and then you have the Legion in the other side.
I don't care. Legion and New Gods go together, okay? Like
it kind of has like that Spider-Man 3 effect, where like at some point along the way they were told this is the last season, so they're like, all right, let's cram more story into this season and just get these other ideas all in here with it.
I find that
I would have just stuck with one or the other. Give me New Gods or give me Legion, and then tie it in afterwards.
Yeah, but they didn't have an after, I don't think. I feel like they knew they weren't doing it.
They didn't have a chance because you got to the point where you lost people. The series was so great to the point that it was canceled only for the people to demand it to come back, and it came back. They did a great season out of it, and then I think they just felt like, okay, let's make it even more complex than before. To kind of like it was pretty much the bigger is better type of thing. Where it's in fact,
all I'm hearing is that we need a Mark Cliff Izzy rewatch episode, and where we do like 3 or 4.
I'll watch Phantoms again because I never finished it.
Yeah,
I got. Oh my God,
brain
just
I feel like now I'm embarrassed that you're on my side with this.
Yeah, I'm embarrassed for you too. Jesus,
it was.
I'll interrupt quickly. Thank you very much, Chris. I think the Bills lost, so very sorry for your loss. But yeah, thanks for that, brother. I appreciate it.
And boom. Yeah. Thanks for the super chat, you sexy motherfucker. And boom.
Yeah.
Always the bridesmaid, never the bride.
We might not agree on Phantoms season 4 of Titans, but we can all agree that DC's Crisis on Infinite Earth 3-part animated movie sucked ass.
Oh my God. It started kind of strong and then deteriorated.
Ass.
The problem I have with those animated series like that, or movies or anything like that, is that why do you feel the need to adapt it and then make changes?
At least that many changes. I understand adapting for a different medium, but that many changes was just stupid. They built an entire animated universe, 10 films if you count Crisis as one film.
And I was excited.
That universe's own Crisis, instead of just adapting Crisis and making it a standalone success.
And you know what?
They didn't know what to do with the
Batman Beyond and all those other characters that they included. I was like, oh, cool. They got Batman Beyond in this. And that's something a little different from the original, right? Because he didn't exist in the original. But you put him in there and you do certain things like that.
Did not work at all.
And then you don't even really introduce him. You just put him there. He's just there. If you remember, they just show up. They're in like some battle. All the Bat people are together, but they don't really address why.
A lot of those movies were bad. It wasn't just Crisis. The Green Lantern Beware My Power had like a lot of potential, and there's just written awfully, executed poorly. The War World movie was absolutely atrocious. The JSA World War II one was probably the best one.
That was the best one.
Superman Man of Tomorrow was the first one, so it was more interesting and curious than anything.
Yeah,
but it was weird.
I did not like the animation. I was not a fan of the animated style.
No,
but
the thing is, by the time we got to War World, they were told this is it; it's a wrap. So at the end of War World, we're immediately introduced to Crisis on Infinite Earths, and they chose Crisis on Infinite Earths to wrap up their time at DC Animated, right?
So did you think of the Supergirl and the Legion of Superheroes where they
bastardized Mon-El? I still enjoyed it.
It was one of the more better paced ones. It was just like, what are we doing?
Well, all the other movies prior, right? They were great. All the other movies were great. Like
DC animated universe was amazing.
They were all great. You know, when you had that very first one with New Frontier, when they did that one, and then everything that followed that were fantastic. There were a few that I wasn't too crazy about, you know, but for the most, like, I didn't like the ongoing ones, that they were ongoing stories.
Those were, dude, what are you talking about, Izzy? You're about to get
a big fan about the
I'm
ongoing
about to attack you.
Not all the ongoing ones, the ones that were part of a serial. Yeah, I wasn't crazy.
Most
about all
of them were. Every 3 movies were a standalone adaptation, but
the
most
adaptations are the ones I like the most.
Most of them were building a perfect continuity, built-up universe. They were just going through New 52, bro.
Universe.
They were going through New 52, bro.
Yeah. Well, yeah, Aztec Batman, I didn't like.
That's the newest garbage. We couldn't even.
I haven't seen that one.
Don't even waste your time. We turned it on here to watch it. The kids couldn't even get locked into it. I'm like, dude, what is?
I did like the first. I did like the first Batman Ninja though. The first one.
I couldn't make it through that either. They did.
That made me laugh.
I didn't mind that actually.
Monkey made the Two-Face connection. He's like, hey, that's Two-Face. I'm like, yeah, it sure is.
Yeah. I like the ones. Like Red Sun is awesome.
Red Sun's amazing. If you go back to before Justice League War, that's when you have like pretty much just your movies. They
were all standalones
for the most part. Yeah, if you want to say that, you can, but they're not really, because they were proper adaptations of comic arcs, and a lot of them were going in chronological order. If you go back and look what they did, they Superman Doomsday was this wild success, so they're like, let's do New Frontier, which is like the telling of the coming of the heroes and stuff. And then they get to like the Superman, Batman, Public Enemies, and then chronologically they get to Apocalypse, and you get Green Lantern, Emerald Knight, which is an origin story of the Corps told by Hal to a new trainee and stuff. So you're having all this origin stuff happen. You have First Flight that takes place, which is Hal's origin story. But then you get to Justice League War.
Papa's too much.
We can just sit here and just flick. All right, now we just tighten it up at Justice League War, and you get like this built-out universe. It's just amazing.
The way I've seen the majority of the ones that I've seen have all been through physical media, because I tend to buy them all on physical media.
Yeah, same.
But the Choose Your Own Adventure one, I think it was Death in the Family or whatever it was. That was annoying. That was annoying.
Well, you had to watch, and you had to watch all of it, right?
Oh, freaking bloody hell! Like, it was a good idea, but it was just annoying.
Well, it was trying to take the concept of what happened, right?
With the phone in thing, and we're going to change it.
But the original one is awesome.
Yeah, Under the Red Hood is incredible. Under the Red Hood is 10 out of 10 film.
Like the guy that they picked for Joker, one of the best Jokers, because he wasn't as outlandish as other previous Jokers. Like he was more of a calm Joker, but he had his little moments.
Mark Hamill is still the best.
Like Joker. When he's like eating the chips, he's in the interrogation room and he's just eating the chips. I love that scene. I like
when Jason kicks the closet door open and he's already tied up in there. He's like, "Oh, hey guys."
Oh, when right in the end when they did great family portrait. Let's just take pictures. First, we take a picture of you, me. Then we take a picture of the crowbar.
The one with you and the crowbar.
The crowbar. I was loving that moment. And that is one of the best movies they've ever adapted.
But a lot of them were just incredible. They had Justice League, Throne of Atlantis, where they brought Aquaman in, introduced him. I didn't really
like the art in Flashpoint though. Flashpoint I like, but I didn't like the art style.
Flashpoint's so damn good. And a lot of people sleep on Suicide Squad Hell to Pay, which is the follow-up to what happens with Thrawn after Flashpoint, like with the bullet still in his head.
Yeah. My favorite, I think my favorite is definitely New Frontier, but one of my favorites has got to be Crisis on Two Earths.
Oh, so good.
So good.
Oops. Is that Mark's internet or my internet?
No, that was mine. I glitched for a second. I said it's so good. Crisis on Two Earths. Owlman was incredible.
Owlman, and it was James Woods when he was doing the voice. Oh, good.
Yeah, back and forth with him and Batman at the end. It's like we both looked into the abyss. The only difference is when it looked back, you blinked. Like, oh shit.
What's the other one? The one that's based on Tower of Babel.
That's Justice League Doom.
Doom. Like who's doing this? Me.
Yeah. That was incredible when Bane's walking up and he gets attacked by the alligator and falls into the water and pops back up, yoked up. And that was they used that to introduce the Legion of Doom into the universe. That was brilliant. And they got the original old school Super Friends Legion of Doom hideout and everything.
It was awesome, man.
Except they went with Vandal Savage.
Yeah, leading the charge.
Such a great character.
I mean, if you're going to have anybody that comes up with the idea to do that, it'd be an immortal, right?
Well, right. I was going to say, I don't know why they couldn't have used, they couldn't use Ra's al Ghul, but whatever. Like, Vandal Savage made that it matters, but whatever.
No, that was so good when he said that though, because he stood there like. He's at the end. He's at the. He's like, it doesn't matter. He just let it, and he's like, okay, whatever. Like he just didn't care. You know what I mean?
Right. He's like, I'm still living and breathing.
Yeah, I'm still doing my thing. I don't care. No, he was gonna die. It didn't matter at the end.
Yeah. I still think he survives. I'm like, he's gonna make it.
And then there's some really good Superman ones. Yeah, they did the Superman Batman Apocalypse that introduced Supergirl, and they used Superman Brainiac to kind of continue Kara's story.
They did the Brainiac one. They did the one with
it's based off Jeff Johns and Gary Frank's
Superman versus the
Brainiac.
Elite.
Superman with Manchester Black was good.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Very
Batman Bad Blood, where they bring in Batwoman and Batwing and stuff with Lucius's kid. Dude, we didn't even talk about it, but they did the Teen Titans one where Damian gets sent to the because they did Batman versus Rob or Batman's son.
That was part of the series.
They did Son of Batman, then they did this is all in the connected universe. Izzy, these are all
no, I remember those. Those are the ones I'm not so crazy about.
These are next chapters in the connected universe. They did
Yeah.
Son of Batman to introduce Damian. A few movies later, they did Batman versus Robin for the dividing them. Then they did Teen Titans to show you where Damian's going because they can't get along.
It was all Damian's story.
Then they did the Justice League versus the Teen Titans or something like that, or was that just?
I like the dark one, the Dark Justice League one.
Justice League Dark
is good.
Really good.
I love
Both
that one.
of them. That's how they ended it. They
the House of Mystery one. You're talking about the other one.
Yeah. Constantine was called House of Mystery, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think that was just a
remember
single.
Superman Shazam, and then they did the showcase episode, the ones with showcase stories.
Yeah, the showcase were special featured if you bought the physical media, but then
I thought they did one. Didn't they do a Super Sons movie?
They did a Super Sons, yeah.
Amy Adams wrote it. It's out of continuity of any of this. It's a standalone, its own thing.
Yeah,
it has like digital mixed with classic animation art. It looks fantastic. And Starro, they're going to get some Starro.
Me personally, I wish they had have continued on with the. I know this is off topic, but the Marvel stuff because I love the original when they did like the Doctor Strange and the Iron Man, and the Wolverine versus Hulk and stuff like that. Like they were like the actual animation.
Next Avengers was pretty cool with the kids.
With the kids, I didn't like that one that much.
I like the Ultimates and Ultimates.
Were
cool.
I like the Doctor Strange ones. I like the Doctor Strange. I actually like the Iron Man manga one that they did. I don't remember that. If you remember that one.
Oh yeah, they did a Blade, an X-Men,
Wolverine.
Wolverine. They were really cool.
Yeah, those look great. The Iron Man one looked really good. What's up, Bo?
Bo,
are you trying to do your best Turok impression?
I like your ponytail.
Yo, how are you?
Hello.
Doing good.
Just got out of the show.
I was gonna say you look
not live action, Papa, just animated.
You smell delicious.
I bet he does.
Like cherries.
What was that, Cliff? I didn't hear what you said.
He said he smells delicious. I said I bet he does.
It smells like VB and Vegemite.
No, no more drinking.
Like a chicken burger.
No, they were all standalone. They were all standalone, Christopher. They weren't like any kind of continuation type thing. They were the original animated ones.
If you remember, they did the Young Avengers one. That was like there was like 2 videos for the Young Avengers, I think. Or no,
Yeah,
Avengers.
You're thinking of the Ultimate Avengers.
Ultimate Avengers. Yeah, that was.
Yeah, they did part 1 and part 2.
The Ultimates one and the Ultimates.
Yeah, it was
2.
Ultimate Avengers. That's what they called it.
Just the Ultimates.
No, they didn't call it Ultimates. It was called Ultimate Avengers.
Ultimate Avengers, because I got both on physical media at home.
Yeah, they were called Ultimate Avengers because they didn't want to just call it Ultimates. They wanted to capitalize on the term Avengers.
Mm.
So I remember those.
Yeah, I still think the Iron Man, the Doctor Strange, and the Hulk versus Wolverine were the 3 best ones of that.
Hulk versus was great because remember, it wasn't just Hulk versus Wolverine. It was Hulk versus Thor, and there was Hulk versus
two movies that you got in one full length. They did that Thor movie too, where he's like younger.
Oh yeah, I remember now.
Yeah, that wasn't
Son of Asgard. That was okay.
Yeah,
it was okay.
And then they just stopped.
Yeah. Then they started doing the animated comics on physical media as well.
Motion comics, yeah.
Motion comics, yeah.
At that time, beforehand, they were Lionsgate, so I guess that's when Disney bought them. And Disney just put the kibosh on all that stuff. If I remember, that's
Disney
probably
did good for a nice little time.
Yeah, because they had plans and they just fell.
Well, I think that the people had planned. I think people drew the map. I talked about this a lot previously. Like the whole Infinity Saga, like that whole era, just like right now with what David Zaslav did with DC Comics. He came in, he created a profitable blueprint and started executing it so that you can sell a decent product with the future laid out for you. Like that, the plans ahead are part of what you're buying. You know, like the direction we're going in that shows profitability is part of how we're going to get as much money for it. And they did the same thing with the MCU. You got to keep in mind, like Paramount made Iron Man with the Avengers stinger after the credits. Universal made Hulk with the Iron Man stinger at the end of the credits. These were all different studios making this stuff under Marvel Studios. And then they sell it to Disney, who has, like, of course, they make changes along the way, but we're doing the Infinity Saga. That's what we're doing. We bought the Infinity Saga. A couple of chapters have already been made. We're going to continue this. And then when they get toward the end of it, they just don't know what the fuck to do anymore. They have no idea.
Mm-hmm. Then they just start throwing random projects in and see what sticks.
They knew what they were doing, but then corporate just got involved.
No, I don't think they knew what they were doing. They clearly did not know what to do after Endgame, after the Infinity Saga.
After Endgame, they knew they were going to go multiverse. They knew it. They were going to go multiverse. Because at that time, they already got Fox.
I think they had some thought about moving forward, but corporate intervention is the worst because it was corporate. The first thing they did wrong, Mark, and it affected everything that we love that they bought was quantity over quality. They bombarded us with projects. You know,
what screwed up the MCU was Disney Plus.
Well, there's multiple factors. The quantity over quality, that's definitely a big one. But if you were doing both, I'm getting a little laggy. I was gonna say if you're making like good stuff, it doesn't matter how much you make. To a degree, you get a lot more good faith from the audience. But they also stopped catering to their audience. That was their biggest mistake all around. Like, period. The people that are in charge of creative stopped catering to the fan base, and that's crazy.
I think the biggest issue that this is how MCU lost its hold was that they started trying to create rather than adapt.
This right here.
Everything that came before Endgame was more it was an adaptation of something, but with a couple of little tweaks here and there, but it was still an adaptation of something. They had something that they could go back and look at. Where now they're just trying to do what they can with. They have the characters, but they do whatever they want with the characters.
They don't have the characters, and this is the fundamental issue that I would put out there and see what y'all think. They had the characters. They had Iron Man. They had Captain America. They had Thor. They had Hulk. They had all these foundational characters that are heroes through and through by every definition of the word you can use. And then we get to Carol Danvers, Captain Marvel, this morally gray character that starts out by stealing from people and jacking the motorcycle. It's a morally subjective character. And then after Endgame, we have nothing but morally subjective characters. You have no compass characters that embody what it means to be a superhero anymore. They're just random pieces of shit wearing costumes that you have no real anything for, because they're characters, but they're not superheroes anymore. They're just pieces of shit.
Well, they also wanted to they also brought in the B-listers.
You want to know the difference, Izzy, is a lot of these characters and these characters' identities and their core values and everything about them were created by people like Stan Lee and Jack Kirby. We are past their characters into these modern, morally subjective pieces of shit in comparison.
Well, you could have gone the route.
That's why everyone still loves Spider-Man so much.
You could have brought the route of the Bronze Age characters, but you did to a certain extent, but you didn't. There's no meat to them. They're the second tier characters, and the second tier characters, no one cares about the second tier characters because we want Thor, we want Captain America, we want Iron Man. We want a Hulk. That's the Hulk.
Like, you know how like the Guardians were so fun because like it was a very creative way to bring these heroes to life, and they were your band of misfits. This is our band of morally gray characters, and they stood out as something special, as something fun. You knew they're going to make some bad decisions, but they're going to hopefully make the right ones in the end. Now they're all like that. They're all like that.
Don't forget, Iron Man was a tertiary character for the longest of time pretty much until the MCU, and then he became a mainstream character.
But not according to Avengers. To the main public, he was, but according to Avengers, he is part of the Trinity.
He's part of the Marvel.
Even the Hulk doesn't have. Hulk is number 4 of that group.
And I guess because like I mean,
you gave Cliff a headache.
Cliff, you've grown up in comics, Izzy. You've been around him for decades. Did y'all ever think of Iron Man as a B or C rate hero? I never did. In my mind, he was always right there with Captain America and Spider-Man and all the rest. He's always like front running events.
As far as popularity,
he
was never there.
As far as popularity, there's only Superman, Batman, and Spider-Man. Everyone else is a B-rate character.
As far as being a core member or a core character, yes. He was always a core character in my
like he was never a
A minus. If anything, he's more like an A minus than an A. You know what I mean? Where the big characters was Spider-Man, was Hulk, but then it was also X-Men. And you could
almost only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. So what you just said, Dave, is that he had an ongoing title since inception, with cartoons dating back to the 60s, with a cartoon in the 90s with toy lines popping up. Like I've got. Dude, let me pop this on real quick. Like this thing on my wall predates the MCU. That's a Marvel light. The characters included is Spider-Man, Wolverine, Iron Man, Hulk, Thor, and Captain America. Like that predates the MCU by a clear decade, dude. Like he's on merchandise. He's been everywhere my entire life. Like because I grew up in comics, I would notice it. Because before the MCU, like comic stuff wasn't literally everywhere like it is now. But Iron Man's always been, like since the early 90s, a heavily marketed character. I got toys of him from the 90s. The Marvel Action Hour. He had his own show even.
Yeah, he had his own I Earn Iron Man.
And you remember in the 60s, he was one of the few.
And I remember he had a mullet.
He had a mullet.
He had a mullet. If you remember the cartoon, he had a mullet.
I have the cartoon on physical media.
Don't you remember the nice flowing mullet hair? But yeah, his title was always going to be canceled, but he was always a top tier character. So whenever you think of Avengers, when you think of like the major Avengers, it was always It was always Captain America, Iron Man, Thor. You didn't think Hulk. Hulk was only in the Avengers for a very, very short time.
I just in my mind, this is the way like I just kind of categorize them. Any of the core, I mean the OG core Avengers, by de facto, you're an A-lister. Any of the OG core, like your base Justice Leaguers, whether it be your original team or the team that appeared on the cartoon show that were important enough to carry that show, those are all A-listers. There's hundreds of characters in Marvel and DC apiece. These are A-listers.
If you were to compare him to a DC character, I'm going to compare him to a DC character.
Now or then?
Then I will compare him to Green Lantern.
That's
where
fair.
Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, right? Spider-Man, Captain America.
I would have said Spider-Man, Captain America, and Hulk back in the 90s.
Yeah, Hulk really, yeah.
Like, he was,
but he's more like a Green Lantern. He falls under that Green Lantern Flash world where
absolutely.
he may not be the part of the Trinity, but he's there. In as far as Marvel goes,
in a group of A-listers, you still have a team leader. You know, it's not like if you're either number one or you're a B-lister. That ain't the case. These are.
If you compare him to if you do the comparison as in Justice League Avengers, then Iron Man is technically the Batman of the group, where Captain America is the Superman.
I just disagree, Dave. Like, I fundamentally disagree with if you have how many Marvel characters are there? Give me a hypothetical number, Izzy.
How many what?
How many Marvel characters are there? Just give me a hypothetical. It doesn't have to be near
core characters, right? You're talking about core characters.
No. How many Marvel Comics characters are there?
Too many to
hundreds.
Yeah.
Now, how many of them have gotten multiple television shows and printed on marketing material for literal decades before Robert Downey Jr. were ever cast? A small handful. Iron Man's always been that small handful. That's an A-lister, period.
10.
He had a 60s. He had a cartoon in the 60s.
He's had multiple cartoons. That's my point. Like, he's an A-lister by definition. Like, if he's in a class of less than like 1%, like 5% at most, a group of Marvel characters that exist in that little percent that have been televised.
I want to hear Bo's thinks he's busy looking at his nails. What do you think, Bo?
Because he saw me smoking and he's trying to keep his hands busy.
No, that's why they're in his pants.
Did you get your comic, Bo, by the way?
No.
Okay, just check.
I'm surprised at how much I agree with you, Izzy, and that really pisses me off.
When you're right, you're right.
When you're right, you're right.
I see Mark's point because I don't disagree with Mark either. Iron Man has always been around there, but I mean, he was like an A- character.
Yeah, I'm not saying he's not A-. He's clearly an A-lister though, because there's too many other characters to compare him to. You can't like it's not even a normies thing. Like the normies conversation isn't even relevant to this. That's like saying like just because if 10,000 more people would watch baseball, your best hitter would be a better hitter. That doesn't even make sense. He's still the best hitter on the team. Like the stats are still there. The stats are still there despite how many people are watching.
I do know that when they did those animations,
really, Legion, the Legion.
Oh, did I say that? Did I say that, or is that David speaking on my behalf? Because I did not.
Legion.
I did not say that.
Okay, I'm just saying the Legion.
How does being a household name classify you as an A-lister? One,
A-list is household name, dude. A-list is household name. All right, like you know the day Beyonce became A-list is the day she was a household name. I'm sorry, A-list means household name. I think
that's a crazy definition for household
may not
name.
be before.
You're literally
before
saying
the MCU.
popularity of all the like.
So before the MCU, I don't.
Yes,
I wouldn't say Iron Man. Look, before the MCU, I wouldn't say Iron Man was like a household name that everybody knew about him. I think most people knew
How many
about
Marvel comic characters were household names by your definition
Iron
before the MCU, Cliff?
Three, and I listed them in the chat because I can't get a word in edgewise.
Well, then say something.
Oh,
then open your mouth.
Every time I open my mouth, one of you is yammering. Jesus Christ. So I'm putting it in the chat so somebody could get my fucking opinion. So anyhow, Hulk, Spider-Man, and Wolverine were the household names.
Wolverine was not the household name. No, he wasn't. Wolverine was not.
No one in your house knew who Wolverine was in the 90s. People weren't talking about.
We're not talking about our house.
Okay.
We're talking about normies, Cliff. Normies.
In
remember?
the 90s, Wolverine became popular.
No one gave a
But
shit.
Wolverine was not popular in the 80s. Wolverine was not popular in the 80s. He was only popular
in
through the comic
90s,
book
he
channel.
becomes A-list. In the 90s, he becomes a household name. He is a household name.
Hold on, Izzy. Hold on, Izzy. Let him get it out, man.
No, I'm done. I'm like, you either heard me or you didn't. That's
I have a genuine question for y'all about Wolverine. If being an A-lister means you're a household name, how the fuck did Wolverine become a household name without all of the X-Men going with him?
That's it. That's the popularity contest. Everybody loved Wolverine, the claws, the regeneration. That's all anybody talked about. I read the X-Men because I love the X-Men, and Wolverine was like a neat aside. But the rest of the world is the reverse.
No, I'm just asking about your logic here. Y'all are saying if they're known, if you're saying if a lot of people, if they're a household name, if they know they are, that makes him an A-lister. So if Wolverine's an A-lister, he crossed that finish line simultaneously with Cyclops, with Beast, with Gambit, with Jean Grey. I'm not saying he did. Your logic says he did.
No, because it's not the same. I mean, X-Men eventually got to that status, but Wolverine got there first because everybody was driven to that generation of whatever. I mean, I'm not going to defend what people were driven to back then, but the point is they loved it. The fighting, the regeneration. I'm the best at what I do. Every
when
time
did he become a household name is what I'm asking.
In the 90s, he went alone, and that's the sad thing. That's what everybody
And
cared
he went alone because of why? What got him there?
I don't know.
The animated TV show.
The fact is, like, I can't believe, do we live on the same planet or not? I don't know when Wolverine became popular. I was there.
The animated TV show did it, where he was.
It did, but I literally said that. But he went alone, and you can tell me why he went alone. Why don't you tell me why he went alone?
It's not my logic. I'm saying it's impossible by your logic for him to go alone if he became a household name
People like what they like. We got Destiny's Child, but they chose Beyonce. We got the X-Men. They chose to love Wolverine. We got Jesus Christ. People still choose to love Satan. I can't explain it to you.
I'm just trying to talk down your train of logic, and you're not even following your own train of logic here.
I'm following the logic, Mark. I'm sorry that's how it unraveled. I don't understand it myself, but it is. He became a household name. Even though the animated series was there, no one gave a shit. There's two things I think people remember: Wolverine and the love of him, and Rogue's fat ass. All right,
fat ass, and despite her fat ass, is she a household name, Cliff?
No, it's sad, and I love Anna Paquin, but still, it's just sad.
Yeah,
I'm glad.
But in the 80s, who was bigger, Iron Man or Wolverine? In the 80s.
In the 80s, no one really.
No. If you had to pick from one, who was a bigger known name in the 80s, Iron Man or Wolverine?
Iron Man.
Iron Man was bigger.
Anyway, unfortunately I have to end this discussion because I have to head off to the hospital. So
why you gotta run? Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
Okay, we're taking this to comic first.
Go everybody go over to Tony, go show him some love. I don't know, but yeah, go show Tony some love at Comiiverse. There's probably a link in the description somewhere. There's nothing bad. I just go need to talk to some doctors and stuff like that. But thank you everybody. Greatly appreciate you all. Love all you guys. Thank you to everybody in the chat. Thank you to Christina for dropping all the links. Thank you to everybody on the panel. I love you guys.
Can you take a picture of Izzy with you and just say, is there anything wrong with this?
Anyway.
They were like, sir, that's a very large growth.
Thank you, everybody. Be safe, be kind to each other, and maybe another heated discussion next week.
The word jaundice comes from the French word jaune, which means yellow.